I thought that was actually a really big, important point because I see how much she rejects who she is on cancer. You know, earlier I told you before, like how, um, like she didn't want friends to know, or like, certain, like like family friends to know, or like, people in our community to know that she was cancer, and like, like when she's like calls into work, like she wears a wig, stuff like that.
Mm.
Which was like that I don't. The wig thing is crazy because like she has like beautiful hair now. Since like she lost all her hair, like it grew back all white, and like it's like she has like this like super sci-fi futuristic haircut now. It's all hair,
uh,
and it's really cool looking. And so she like had a conversation with her boss, saying like I'm not gonna be at work as much anymore because I'm gonna be focusing on myself. Um, which I thought was really awesome. And like just to go that far, you know what I mean? To declare yourself not gonna do chemo again, and to even like say stepping away from work. It's all, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It's all like really just like really like indicative of like where her mindset is at. And
mm-hmm.
so the next thing you're talking about, which is like I was saying to her, like, thinking about these things, like, you have to think about that what we're doing here is not just like a conversation we had earlier in the day was um, not thinking about battling cancer, right? Cancer is not a disease. Cancer is saving your life, actually. If it wasn't for the cancer, you'd be dead. Um, and so we're not fighting cancer, right? We're healing it, right? We're healing your body from the true disease that lies beneath that. And orienting mark for that, and then like a follow up to that, I'm saying like also like a really good thing to think about is what's going on here when talking about like healing is it's not just like a physical process of healing your body. There's a whole macrocosmic energy schema that's happening behind that, where you're literally transmuting hell to heaven, and this is saying like this is the same kind of shit that like dispels demons and creates angels, and like really like transforms the world around you and the world beyond you. I was explaining to her like the tenets of 5D energy, and like how we perceive things in a 3D space, and so we think of our cause and effect as 3D. Um, but energy doesn't work in 3D. It doesn't work in space and time as we understand it. It works in a fifth dimension, beyond time, where um, where you like it doesn't it doesn't just appear on the other end of what you're doing. It goes through our space in ways that we can't really readily understand. And so like placing a trust in that flow of energy puts you on that course into that river. And like actually it's really funny. I can tell on her face when she's receptive to like things that I'm saying because her eyes literally do this. Like you go from here to here. Like when she's really listening to me. She's
Mm.
like she's falling asleep. It's kind of funny.
Mm.
Um, and I haven't seen her do that. Her eyes do that in, like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Even past like things that we found her like through the years. Um, just like really hearing it. So it's cool. All this is exciting to say like because of this transformational mindset shift she's having. I know it's it's on the path of real healing. It's really really happening, and like in real time. I can see it happening in real time. I can like there, all the times I've mentioned in the past where she's just in a lot of pain and she just like groans and shit like that. Like she actually takes the time now to like breathe into her pain and understand it, and um, it's really amazing, dude. Really fucking awesome to see. Like I feel like this is the component she was missing even before with like the physical healing, and that's why we're doing it now. Was because it didn't teach her anything really about her spirit and about her identity. Um,
Right.
and now she's learning those things.
I feel you, man. I feel you. That's dank. That's super awesome.
It's real.
And I could tell you're in the shits. in the good way.
Mm,
You're on one.
mm.
I could tell you're on one.
How, bro, and she always telling me stuff like how blessed and lucky she is to have like a son like me. I'm like, it's just it's like you chose it. It's just, it's not. Don't be thankful to me, bro. Like you care for yourself. It's just like what a heart, man. What a heart space for him.
I dig
Really
it,
good
dude.
territory.
I dig it. No, it's legit. That's awesome that she's um taking the steps. Taking the
You
steps.
know, that's especially exciting, I suppose,
Yeah.
is because the biggest like source of pain and suffering from my end is like witnessing her suffering, right?
Right.
And now that she's reaching a point where she can cope with her suffering in a healthy way, it like it completely dispels the emotional burden that's placed upon me.
I get you. I get you. I totally get what you mean. Yeah, it's
And
fire.
that's all. Wait, yeah, no, that's all. That's all I wanted to share. Just more goodness, bro.
I feel you.
And like things are going so well for me. I'm gonna be getting money soon. I'm so excited for that, folks. I never really made money for myself in my life, and oh man, that is just looking so fucking pristine, bro.
That's dank. That's super dank, dude. No, it's good. She's doing that, dude. Cause yeah. I mean, I noticed the energy difference in you, so that's how I could tell it's legit,
Yeah,
like big time.
thank you. I wish John Rose would pick up the fucking phone, though. Jesus fucking Christ.
Who? Oh
John,
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
He's the only coach I really want, aside from all these other guys.
I feel you. Yeah, this is like what we talked about even like months ago, where I said where you were in a lot of pain, and then I was saying like you have to change your energy configuration to change hers, otherwise it's gonna be just like the same thing. And
Yeah,
it's like you said, nothing really heals. Everything physical is allegorical and synchronous with like consciousness. So it's like if your consciousness is not changing, you're literally not healing. Which
yeah,
you could be in pain and fear, and that can be a form of detox too, right? Um, and that could be a form of consciousness transformation too. But that eventually has to lead to an actual like improved or like a more refined consciousness,
yeah.
eventually. So I dig it, dude. I dig it. That's awesome.
It's really good that we gave up on this business, man. It really like sent like this domino chain of effects that led me here.
Mm-hmm.
Is getting rid of that showed me the areas in which I was like pushing back and resisting, like and like it showed me the areas where I was like dispelling my energy in the wrong places. Especially also like further down the road, like with like this whole mom thing. Like I'm always like in the mindset of like how am I gonna get her to realize this stuff, right? Meanwhile, where it's like spending so much time on YouTube and stuff like that, and staying up late and playing video games, and like not really like giving myself the opportunity to switch that energy configuration. Um, and a lot like I remember like a few days ago when I was on my here in Nashville, that talk like all that things that was on wasn't really significant to me because so distracted when I was like saying all those things, but I realize now like how valuable the words were because what what ultimately allowed me to make like this switch was how I like my mind was in so many different places, right? Like trying to think about how I'm gonna make the switch. I was like, oh, I gotta work out more, I gotta eat better, I gotta fucking do my job, I want to look for another job at the same time. Like really just many minded. And what made it easier was like just committing to the real estate thing, just putting my mind to work on the one thing that I can do right now, and placing that priority, like, aligned everything going. Just it allowed me to let go of the need to do those other things. You know, um, I guess like, I kept thinking this physical thing, like if I just get ripped, I'll have like more energy coursing through my body, and like, I was really trying with boxing stuff. Um, and of course, it wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it. It was looking in all the wrong places. And it's not even like doing the real estate was the right place to look, but it was in the same way that healing happens when you make the decision. It was like just making the decision to prioritize my energies. Well,
Yeah, I feel you. Right.
Made it stop. Like made it so much less chaotic and much more fluid. Um, in that way.
I get you.
Very cool.
Yeah, it definitely is one of those things that's like it's allegorical for every person. You know, some NPC could go do real estate and fucking ignore all their problems and have a bad time, but doesn't matter what you're doing. It matters like how it's working in the allegory of your life.
Right.
I dig it. I definitely dig it. I felt a similar thing from like the coding class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like juicing already, but it's like now you're like it's good. It's just like where's your energy going? Kind of that question. It's like if it's going somewhere good and it's chill, then it's like fuck yeah. What else do you need? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
Really what it boils down to at the end of the day is like, how will this service you?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a lot of like what you were talking about in our art space talk about like your realization that you like used the people around you as resources. And stuff is kind of like this over fixation on how things service you, um, which is a good mentality because we're talking about here like really like what we're talking about in this specific instance is like the value of recognizing like the way in which the things around you service you like create your heart space. And I know you have a tendency to overly fixate on the good doctrines, or like the serviceable doctrines of life. And I'm saying like multiple things at once here, but yeah, like just discovering how things like actually create the music, you know, like what really makes the difference is what I'm doing now. Is the music discordant or is it harmonious? Does this write my story, you know? And you can tell, like we're in new territory when you make a decision in the present that will weave into deeper insights, deeper truths like later down the road, and you can like set the pavement now and know where the road goes. Like really powerful.
True that. True that. Fire, man.
Feel so
Light?
Yeah. My brother's getting engaged in 4 days.
Same brother that get the job?
Older brother.
Yeah, yeah. I dig it. I dig it. Have a fun time, brother.
Yeah. That one's kind of cool for me because like until it really happened, it seems like life was standing still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But now one of my siblings is actually like moving into the marriage phase of his life. Like it shows just how far things have really come.
I
And
feel
and continues to show me how far things can go.
Yeah, a lot of my close friends in high school are like married and shit. I'm like, the fuck? We getting
Yeah,
married
but
for?
that's all bungus bullshit. None of that matters. You know, like yeah, I got friends from high school like giving birth to kids and shit. You know.
Yeah, yeah, no, I just mean like, what the fuck? What are these people doing? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Making kids and shit? But Sebastian, what are you crazy? You could be a dad?
Oh my god, bro! Sebastian's gonna have a fucking
What, are
kid.
you crazy? You gonna have a little spick running around? We could pet your little spick like a cat. Say, ¿Cómo te llamas? Or whatever the fuck else they say.
Oh my goodness, bro! Oh my goodness, amazing! I can hardly believe it. Oh my god, Artie's tied now.
Damn. Come on. Just want him to lose so that he comes back.
It's funny. The two immortal players, Artie and the other guy, are currently dead, and the one divine player I haven't seen dead every time I checked in.
Hmm. Is Artie?
Yeah, he's dead. No, he just respawned.
What a dead bastard.
Done and dusted on.
Man, I'm tired. But I'm gonna stay up a little more in case this Diego fucker wants to do what he said he was gonna do.
He said he was gonna do it like today.
Yeah, I'm just like anxious, man. I just wanted to like see that it goes through, you know what I mean?
Of course
And,
you are. This is a very valuable moment for you.
and then I could celebrate, but like, I have questions right now because what's on my resume will be different than what I give them. So I want to like talk about that with him and shit too.
No, I get it.
And like, I don't want to take too long either. 'Cause, like,
Yeah, the more the clock ticks, the more it becomes a reality that you might have leaked your power before time.
you said leak my power?
Yeah, by giving the news.
Oh no, I'm not really worried about that because I'm not really celebrating. So it's like, it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm celebrating.
Oh, it's okay. My mom celebrated too. No, I mean, I just take it. Honestly, I don't even like. Even once I get the job, I don't see my like work as complete. Like it'll be complete once I'm like there for 3 or some amount of months and like know how everything works. You know what I mean? Till then, it's just like stages. Just like finishing the class, just like writing the resume, just like taking the first interviews, just like get an offer.
The work is never gonna be. But I'll tell you what, the shitty part is over. Theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah. No, it was getting kind of annoying applying to like for like 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Every day, and then like doing interviews. The interviews are okay. I didn't mind them. They're like chill. I didn't like dressing up and doing my beard though.
Yeah, I get you. They're throwing your suit. Oh, they won.
Nice.
Oh man. Yeah, but no, the application process in every scenario is just so fucking god awful, bro. Just at any point when you have to run through like the due diligence and logistics, it's just like
You said the dude gelatins?
due diligence.
The dude gelatins?
Yeah, the due diligence.
Yeah. Yeah. Just on some applications, you could see how many people applied, and like on some of them, it's like out for like a day, and they have like 400 people applying, and it's like, goddamn, you have to be 1 out of 400. It's like kind of a lot, you know.
Michael, You're even rarer than 1 million.
Thanks, dude. Thank you. Zardy.
You're that once in a generation, nigga.
Thanks, my dude. I appreciate that. You too. You could definitely get a QA job if you wanted to.
I would.
Especially with those glasses. Jesus Christ.
You know, this isn't a brand, but I'm still not worried because I'm fucking rich.
I feel you. It's funny, like, I kind of am too. Like, I'm not rich, but, like, my family has 3 fucking houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
It's like,
3? That's about me, yeah.
Say again?
And you're the only kid, bro.
Yes. And Dad has like $1 million or something saved in his bank. Some crazy number. So
nice. No way. You are rich.
If you put the value of all the houses together, it's somewhere probably like everything, it's probably like around like 4 or 5 million. So like,
yeah, my nigga rich.
Who gives a fuck about a job anyway? But it's good just for allegorically becoming your own person, you know? And like, I don't know. It's just a plot device, you know what I mean? It's all just plot device. Money is a plot device.
It stakes your soul on something.
What?
It stakes your soul on something.
Yeah.
Anything could fill that role, but job like specifically allows you, in my opinion, to like bridge a gap between the material and the metaphysical.
You said the real and the
material and the metaphysical.
Yeah, I feel you. Yep. So it's lit. What else is lit? I got another lit thing on the menu. A couple days ago, I started playing Spark 3. And, yesterday, guess how many hours in a row that I played Spark 3?
Yesterday.
Huh? Sunday.
Yesterday. 9.
19.
Wow.
Non-stop.
Bro, Jesus fuck, dude.
I didn't go anywhere. It was raining. I was like, yes. It was Sunday. I was like, yes. No Indians, no beach, just me here. I got up at 10, and then I played till 5 in the morning.
Okay, I was gonna say, do those hours extend until... No, alright, you got my... Man, that was a trick question.
Whoa, why?
Because I was thinking, like, just it's Sunday alone.
Oh, that's just Sunday alone? Because it's 10 till 5 in the morning. I mean, 5 in the morning is Monday, but that's still Sunday, because I didn't sleep.
That's what I'm saying, it's a trick question.
Yep.
So I was like, there aren't 19 hours in the day. How's that impossible?
I feel you. But yeah.
What? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I bet you did.
And before that, the day before that, I also played for only like 5 hours or something. Because I got tired. I was like, I have to enjoy this fresh. And then I played today. Again. And I'm like, yeah.
I really gotta call this kid Airways, bro. I have to call him, bro.
Right now? So we can listen?
I think I might do it tonight, but I have to. Because, you know why? I'm just like, I keep thinking about it. And
I feel you. If it's sitting in your consciousness, then it's no good. I feel you.
It's no good. I can't allow, like, I was thinking about, like, 2 nights ago, Sunday night, I went to bed really angry. Just a really, like, bad scene in the car with my family. We were driving back from Jupiter, Florida, from a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you about his cool restaurant. Like, I was like really drunk, and he kept micromanaging me in my driving. which is like a huge pet peeve of mine. Um, a huge pet peeve. So I've been driving for
Sorry, I was
11.
replying to Artie. Who was micromanaging you? I got
My dad.
distracted. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and like I've been driving for 11 years, and so anytime I'm in a car with my dad, like he's always talking, oh, you gotta brake now, you gotta brake now, or you brake fast enough, ruining the brakes in my car, my, all
Dads
this stuff.
love being condescending. It's true.
No, dude, it literally like it's so like gets my goat, bro. And and so like he's doing like he keeps telling me to slow down on the road, right? I'm going at the first time he told me I'm going 87 miles per hour. So fair enough, but he consistently the drive to the restaurant he was driving like 95
Him?
plus. Yeah. So
Oh
like
wow, he's a crazy fucker.
I mean it's Florida highway, bro. Like the roads are straight, the roads are wide.
I feel
Like
you. Yeah, yeah.
I'll drive like 110 on them, sometimes 125.
Hmm. I guess there's not a lot of people, right?
Near people, but big roads.
Yeah, I feel
Uh,
you.
and um, yeah, so I'm going like 87. So he's like slow down. Like you don't need to go this fast. Like there's no rush to get home. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. All right, I'll slow down. Right. So I'm driving like 10 minutes later. He's like, oh, I can tell you sped up. Like this is like you need to slow down again. And I'm like, I didn't speed up. I'm I'm actually still going the same speed. I'm on cruise control, so I literally can't adjust my speed at all.
Hmm.
And he's like you gotta slow down. You're gonna kill us all. Like I'm like, oh my god, okay, so I'll just slow down even more. So now I'm going 82, right? He's like, no, you need to go in the 70s. Like this. I'm like, yeah, like we're fucking fine. Like let me drive the fucking car. You know, it's ridiculous. So anyway, so then he starts touching the steering wheel to like while I'm driving, right? He's like touching the steering wheel to press the buttons to like, put like my mouse back on the display screen, right?
To
I'm like,
put what? Your mouse?
what? No, like he's pressing buttons on the steering wheel
Yeah.
to like put my driving speed like on the display screen.
Uh huh.
Um, I'm like get your hands like away from the steering, like get your hands off the steering wheel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like what are you doing? Right? This is ridiculous. So like he doesn't, and then like I press the button to turn it off, right? And like like, and then he goes back and starts like pressing it again, and I like slap his hand. Stop it! Like what the fuck are you doing?
Uh
Like get your fucking hands away from my fucking steering wheel, bro. And then he like grabs my hands, like don't fucking touch me. He's like grabbing my hand while I'm driving the car.
huh.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like get your fucking like get the fuck off me! What the fuck is wrong with you, you crazy old drunk ass man? Like you're gonna fucking kill us, dude. Like, don't fucking grab my hand while I'm driving. Like, so I'm like yelling at him. Like my mom and her friend are in the back seat and shit. It was just an ugly scene.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
I went to bed really angry that night. Um, and I had dreams of like being in like fisticuffs with Jack and stuff.
Uh huh.
Um, so anyway, it all to say it made me realize like that about these subconscious hang-ups that I have with other friends or my former friends, and like how much like it's really time to let go of those. Um, I know a lot of those hang-ups were because I felt like um, kind of like a good for nothing, like I deserve to be abandoned by my friends. You
Hmm.
know, I was like, and a lot of that was because I was like kind of like my scumbag energy, like feeling like a book, like I already says, like like not doing enough for myself and stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, anyway, so like it's just I had those dreams a couple nights ago, and then you realize like I still hold on to a lot of that, and so I really just like I call it not even for this thing specifically, but because I have to get rid of like that flinch reaction that I have in my life towards like things that are uncomfortable for me,
Hmm.
uh, that's a big step for it. Just be forthright, be honest about self and to myself, and project that. Um, I told him already before, like I'm not gonna be around for you to like, just like be a liar all the time. And he said like, oh yeah, whatever. But I guess didn't get it the first time,
Right.
so I told him again. Um, yeah, I think it's important.
Definitely. Yeah, you should definitely do it right now and have me listen in.
I can't do it with other people.
I know, obviously, I'm memeing. Not. That's not right. But I feel you. Yeah, definitely. Definitely should, man.
Oh, it's too late today for that.
I feel you. Yeah, buddy, I'm pretty fucking tired.
Pretty tired. You want to check back in with these kids?
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright, right on. I'll see you there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get it. Mine says 49.93.
You fucking boys.
Guys.
Yo.
Oh.
You guys catch dubs?
Kept what?
Did you catch some dubs?
That's what just caught it up.
I knew it.
So my rank as of right now is 4,413
Can you believe that shit?
in the Americas.
That's just insanely incredible, man.
Is it though?
What a god tier gamer. Are you kidding me? How many people play Dota in America?
Let's find out.
Dota is actually the most competitive game in the world, by the way.
It is it's the highest
By
earning.
what measure?
It's the highest earning esport in the world
By far.
by far. I mean, like I think the league players in big tournaments make like $1 million, $2 million. Dota International made like last year 17 million.
No, yeah, the highest prize pool ever in gaming history was TI-10, which was like 30-something million.
Exactly.
But I mean, that's like saying Jay-Z is the best rapper because he sold the most records.
No, but it's a monetary example of its competitive nature. Because it's not very popular in MOBA. League is way more popular than Dota.
And also, Dota is probably the most complex game out there.
It's the most what?
Complex.
Complex, exactly. By far. I would probably say it's the most complex competitive video game in the world.
Yeah. This is the funny thing about Dota. Even though you're good, you're still shit. I don't know if it's funny.
It's true.
Like, you never get actually, like, so far ahead. Unless you, like, spend your whole life playing it, but...
Which I did.
Huh?
Which I did.
Nah, but you're going to school, or you're working, or you're always doing something, right? These motherfuckers get paid... Bro, if I was getting paid millions a year to play Dota, I'd be a fucking god.
Feel that.
So what's the already?
Hmm?
What's the number? How many people play Dota?
Oh, I actually didn't check. I googled it and then I didn't check.
Specifically North America, because that's where you guys.
People play Dota NA.
In the last 30 days, 500,000 players were active.
But you need total players. Fuck last 30 days.
Yeah, but that includes a lot of accounts that get logged into like once a century.
That's okay. That's fine. Because that still includes every player who's played Dota. You are.
Active players in the... Wait, when did this get posted? Let's see here. Okay, well this says... Oh, live player count. Active in the last 30 days, 14.3 million.
I think your boy's metric was for North America.
This one is... Oh, is this NA or everywhere?
That's
Oh, this is everywhere.
NA, 24 hours peak, 600,000 people.
No, but like, I want to see how many people played in NA in the last 30 days. How about this? Dota 2 stats by region. Dota statistics. Okay, certainly this is... Let's see. Why do I have to log in with Steam? I don't want to do that shit.
Look, right now there's 632,000 players online at the moment playing games.
Yeah, but that's everywhere.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Because you're checking out Steam, right?
Bruh, the most played countries is like fucking Russia.
Yeah, obviously.
United States 12%, Russia 10%, Brazil 5%.
can't see a breakdown anywhere. It's so confusing.
Anyway, Artie, the point is, among whatever that number is, you're 4,400.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
That means there are only 4,400 players in the entire North American continent that are better than you.
Yeah.
The most competitive game in the world. That's special. What's your rank, buddy?
Me, 3,624.
What was it?
3,624.
Jeez. Fucking God, bro. What the fuck? 3,600 best player in North America? That's crazy, bro. What's your name, by the way?
Patrick, you?
Patrick, nice to meet you. I'm James.
Your name is not Patrick, bro.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, bro. What the fuck? What do you think it is?
You're literally a Frank, bro. Get that name out of here.
Bro, Patrick is the most French name you can find.
No, it's not. I'm googling Patrick etymology.
What the fuck? Patrick is an Irish name. Don't give me that shit.
But it's so French. Like,
No, French love jacking everything, bro.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Patrick. Sounds so French.
Patrick is a male name. Oh, I mean, it's of Latin origin, so I guess France is closer.
It's true.
But it is very traditionally Irish. It is derived from the Roman name Patricius.
Sheesh. Can you start calling him Patricius?
So basically your name is Daddy.
Yeah, that's literally fact. I mean,
Why the fuck does this say I'm Divine 5? Alright, I'm heading over to Valve HQ and rape everyone.
Because... What do you mean?
Whether they just not get updated yet? No, I'm saying in like...
I see your rank.
Oh really? Mine still says Divine 5 on my
No.
screen.
Look at my stream, you're gonna see.
No, I don't believe it. Let's see, all the fun players are... All the fun players.
Patrick, tu sais, je parle un petit peu de français.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, oui, merci. Mais,
Murky.
yeah, je suis murky.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Bro.
Très bien.
Do all that. Do all that. I kind of don't want to play Necro into these swords. Oh, Omni Nigger is pretty good here, right?
Yo, yeah. Okay, we lost.
Fuck, I keep forgetting you're on stream. This is why I can't on Twitch.
Uh,
44-14. Hey, I'm actually 44-14. Can you believe that, guys?
That's a divine number, baby.
I actually don't even. I kind of like don't want to play this game now. I'm like the perfect rank.
No, you really should not play that game right now.
That's crazy that I got that shit and I got ranked 40-14.
Like, what more is there to do? Just continually mentally masturbate yourself with, like, a cooler number?
Basically.
Precisely. Who are we against? Morph. Hero? Morph. 1, 2.
Let's see how many wins in a row. 3. Wow, this game.
Do you like my message, bro?
That's kind of crazy, dude.
Omni Negro. I feel like auras are pretty good this game.
What is?
Auras are pretty good this game. But I'm pretty... You can't really build auras in Omni Knight.
Yeah, no, just go your normal build.
Harpoon. SNY. But like Pipe is so good here, Greaves.
What's up with this, bro? All the top players in fucking Americas are Peruvian.
There's a lot, yeah.
What's
Oh,
good?
you're dead.
Bro, don't trust them sticks, bro.
Oh!
Bro, why are you fighting? You crazy?
Because I'm dead anyways, and might as well get some
I'm
damage
so
in.
dead too now.
No, I think you're fine.
Uh,
No, you're good. Kind of. As long as Morphling didn't get that first blood. Fine. Alright, now I need to just not get ham slammed, because then I have to walk back to like Habine.
oh shit.
Patrick, where do you live?
Montreal.
In Germany.
You have a very nice view.
Very nice, what, sir?
View.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, took the place because of it.
What city is that?
Montreal.
He lives in Montclair.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't hear you because I keep echoing on your fucking Twitch. Give me a second.
I said I live in Montreal.
Oh. Why do you say Germany, bro? What's wrong?
Cause I'm in, bro, you really did that just now.
Well, fuck yeah.
Reported.
Watch this pool. You're about to see the craziest pool you've ever seen in your life.
Am I though?
Like, I'm just that good,
Yeah,
you know?
you mean the one where you pulled his creeps? Their creeps?
You're dead. You're dead.
You're not my friends, Mark. Bro, you actually pulled their creeps. Like a freaking Jew bag. Oh my god.
Strike click him and you're good. You don't need to run like that.
Okay, I got my dispo. I'm gonna buy a bracket. I kinda wanna buy 2 brackets because it's such a harass heavy lane.
We can kill this kid if you want.
You know, Mike.
Sure. I'm
Yup.
kinda low though.
Yo, we're gonna run back to High Council, fellas.
Sure. Come here. Nice.
What a waste of my fucking time.
I know.
Yeah.
I have to write for future reference when I ask for snacks.
No, we'll do it later.
I do not mean play video games.
No, do it later. Do it later.
No, that's it. That's all. What's the word to divide? Like,
What was that sound?
I don't know. That was from you, I think.
No, that was you.
No.
It was popping on you? That was you. Your screen thing was happening.
Dude, my screen's fucked up. What's happening?
No.
I don't know.
When you get that voice or something? No. What's that lady's name? Lisa Harris?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're getting some Lisa Harris message.
Dude, home is calling us.
Is calling. Hello? 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 I'm sorry, bro. I think you got the wrong number.
You want to watch this? Do I have this open right now?
My higher self was like, no, I'm so close.
You're probably gonna dig it. You're probably gonna dig this. If you want to watch it now, or do we want to wait for Artie to watch it? No, he's
What
probably.
the, bro, for Pass Pro before Spine. I would never.
Wait for what?
I said Pass Pro before Spine. I would never.
Yeah, dude, he's not even like give a fuck, honestly. This is an asshole.
He'll make some disingenuous quip about it and move on.
Yeah. That's a fact. Is this? Wait a second.
But when I think.
Oh, sorry. Because he bait me. As much as I like talking to you, I wouldn't have snacked if I knew he was gonna play Dota. Cause huh?
Me neither.
Yeah, cause I'm like tired, so I'm like can't really bring what I want to a 1-to-1, you know. But when
That's okay.
when it's more dispersed, it's like it's better. But
No, honestly, I like it better this way because it's just easier for us to live in hard between the two of us.
I feel you. Artie's on his shit. Where's the message though?
It's what we are calling home.
Is this it?
As if everybody got moved together.
She's a fucking limey, I'm out of here.
Get a sense.
Say again.
She's a fucking limey, I'm out of here.
Limey? Oh yeah.
Fine. So much.
Is that a cigarette?
Yeah, she smokes brogies.
Schizoid firm.
Where is it? Was this not the one? So where's the one then? I just debate everybody.
I think graphics are actually really helping me. I'm not getting like slight eye movements. Or like eyes burning, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Playing a fast-paced game with a lot of flashing lights really fucks with my eyes. After like the 19 hours, I was like half blind. Like it just like my vision is so blurry. Afterwards.
Yeah.
Did I literally... Is it not this? So what is it then? If it's not this. I just wanted the little part where the fucking computer literally talks to her and she recorded it. Is it higher? Nah, I don't think so. Sorry, dude. I think I jibbrated you.
That's okay, man.
That's
Get you brained.
Jabrained. Totally jabrained.
Brained. As in you brains.
It is what.
Brains?
Yeah, like you brains.
Yeah, that's my favorite show then.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's my favorite show. I find it here? Maybe. Maybe if it has a little thing. It's one of these. It's fucking one of these. But which one of these is it? Alright, fuck it. I'll just click all of them. It's one of those. It's literally one of those. But it's not this one.
So many reports. I wrote them up for the last at least second day. If that's you.
Yeah, I like this lady. She's cool. She's like down to earth, but also like heady.
The end of
It's cool.
skid. So it didn't make a whole lot.
Oh, is it this shit?
And when the waters break, feeling as we move through the density, I just wanted to contribute what I could, but thank you, Lisa. It's awesome.
Are you in my stream?
I will be in a second. I'm listening to the stream.
No, I dig
Platforms,
it. Yeah, there's nothing to.
it's we do the old ways, and to rebirth into a new life. In this, your cup 13th of February. One shift.
Oh, I found it! Oh my god, this shit is so fucking nuts. I found it, Dan. I remember this. It gave me shivers.
I don't hear.
Are you ready? Alright, I guess I'll go back a little bit.
Some of us are actually leaving them.
Fuck it, like a few minutes.
Reinforce and
Fucking.
strengthen and heal the great.
Well, what?
President, just for context, is she gonna talk and then say this is, and then she's gonna play a recording of what happened, or is she talking and then she starts, and then they just start speaking?
No, she's gonna talk and then she's gonna play a recording of her computer literally talking to her out of nowhere, apparently. You know, just because you could feel like dishonesty or like marketing or like, you know, this person trying to sell you something or like they're trying to make themselves something. And I've been listening to this lady for a long time. Not like every single one of her videos. Very much not. But she always maintained consistently a vibe of like relatability and just chillness. And like she's been doing this for fucking 10 years. And like she has 10K subscribers. That's literally nothing if you've been doing this for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, she's clearly not. She does monetize some of her stuff, but it's not like.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's not attempting to gather a following. She's just sharing her beauty.
Yeah, and does monetize some stuff just because I imagine if you're doing this a lot, then you probably want to get paid so you could do it some more. And people that like your stuff should have no problem paying for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I actually, like, recently, sorry to completely get away from this. I actually recently, like, I like paying for stuff that I want to exist. Like,
Yeah.
I would literally donate to the guy that made, like, Spark. Or I would buy, like, organic food, and I'm like, I like this because I give money to the organic food guys, and then they stay around. You know what I mean? This is, like, more of what I want to see in this world. You know? Or in my life. So it's like, I'm actually so fucking fine with that, you know? It's like, feels nice even. Like, yeah, take my money, motherfuckers. You know? It's like, what the fuck else am I gonna use it for? You know what I mean? So, in that sense, I feel like it's okay to, like, monetize your content to some extent. Even if it's spiritual, you know?
Yeah. I don't think monetizing yourself by virtue of itself is disingenuously dishonest.
Yeah.
I think, it's the way people do it.
Yeah. If you're doing it for money, then you're fucked. Yeah, definitely.
The way, if you're doing it for money, also the way like people hide information behind a paywall.
Right.
Like, is I find like the most like lame shit ever.
Yeah. This lady, she just like, she says stuff, and then it's like, but it's like a snippet of like a full podcast, and I just saw on her site you could listen to it for like $5. But it's like, whatever, you're just sharing a vibe, basically. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, in the context of what you're talking about, you know everything is pre-planned and fucking, like, it's lit. So, like, you know. That's why else I like her. She, like, does spiritual stuff, but doesn't, like, fear-monger. I don't know. She has, like, a very good sense of non-duality. And always has. And that's why I like her, which is rare.
Like Alan Watts type shit.
Say again?
Alan Watts type shit.
No, I mean, at this point, I'd consider Alan Watts, like, pretty, how to say, he says good shit, obviously. I love Alan Watts.
I'm not saying the quality of the information. I mean, like, the same way, like, you just, like, can, what's the word? communicate non-duality without like bringing in fear-mongering to it.
I guess yeah, but I meant more so in the context of people that understand that it's like it's a backwards world, it's a parasitic world, um, but then not fear monger that and have a message of non-duality in that, you know.
Not explain that again. I'm just a little bit.
Like in the context of people that could objectively see that this is like an inverted simulation of consciousness.
Can you explain that?
That this is like a dream world that's temporary on a flat disk in a snow globe, and it's playing out some simulation of consciousness to resolve a collective condition.
How does that schema work? I live with the understanding that the quality of my consciousness I project into myself reflects the quality of my circumstance.
Right.
So I guess when you say that, I get the idea that the quality of my consciousness would inversely reflect the quality of my circumstance.
Oh, why? That's like...
Okay, sure. Because the idea that this world displays the spiritual detox, if you will. The reality around you is a spiritual detox. Like, think of the body. Okay, when you think of the body, right? John Rose says is the kitchen, the lymph is the waste system. So in that same comparison, like the way I understand what you're saying to be is like the internal is the blood and the external is the lymph.
Like in a collective sense, I guess. Like, yeah, in a collective sense. But in a personal sense, yeah, it's like external events in your life will mirror your, harmony or disharmony on the inside. But in a collective sense, yeah, this is like a world of inversion down to its like fundamental like nature of being. It's a world of duality. World of inversion. World of fear. Those are like its underpinnings. But we're here in purgatory, but it's also a world that shows us what we're not. And allows us to transmute energies that are not helpful to us by submerging us in them.
Well, I don't disagree with that statement. It's my understanding that world is that dynamic is presented as such due to the powers that control it, and that it's intentional dynamic. Because the way I see it, as far as I'm concerned, myself and those that I love, and those that love me, are the only real people that exist. And among those people, what I see is when the quality of that collective consciousness is elevated, then the reality of that collective consciousness is elevated. In way that what I experience here serves as a mirror. Mirror is a good word for it. I think the mirror is a good word for it that kind of allows me to synthesize the two ideas of what we're talking about. So let's say here, this, my experience here is a mirror that reflects the truth of macrocosmic energy that exists in all realms. But just like a mirror, you raise your right hand at the mirror, and the reflection will raise its left hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, like, to me, what that sounds like is, as I get my consciousness and expunge that bad energy, then I would witness that bad energy in front of me. Or not directly in front of me per se, but around me. And I just don't see that. You can help me with that, bro?
This wasn't really what I was speaking to, but I mean, there is also the idea that, yeah, when it comes out of you, that it manifests not in your life in a personal level, but on a global level, which is why everything is so crazy now. Whereas before it was, it's like the simulation just like turns retarded. But I had something else to say, but I forgot what. I mean, yeah, your external will always serve as like a reflection of your internal, definitely. But in the context of this world, right? Because you said it's just like a narrative, maybe that people are espousing, right? But
Okay. Sorry, finish what you're saying, but I think I got a little something that might help bridge this gap.
That it's like, I got two things to say to that. Well, the first one is that it's the very nature of the world that we're in terms of the structure of our bodies, meat bodies, animal bodies that run on fear. Because you look at animals, they're objectively fear-based, survival-based creatures, that eat each other and shit. And then similarly, kind of, I guess basically the same point, is you could even look at something as simple as plants. Like a forest is literally a bunch of shit all out to kill each other and is constantly killing each other. And like, sure, there's symbiosis, but above all else, there's like competition and like survival. Like, this is a survival-based world, which is synonymous with a fear-based world. It's objectively a survival-based world. And that extends to just like plants and animals, the most basic life, to the consciousness of people, which are, in my view, all functionally the same thing as plants and animals, in that they are one with the simulation and cannot escape being anything else at their core but fear-based or survival-based consciousness, which is why that's how society is structured, even though it doesn't have to be. That's why, everybody just, what is people's goal in their lives is more or less just to survive and like be in, carnal, pleasure loops, pretty much, So it's like, kind of looking at it from all levels, it's the consciousness of even plants and animals is the same as people, and that's just, and of course upon that baseline of consciousness will be built an ideological thing, and like power systems, and all that. So yes, there is somebody, like, people that are promoting this narrative or this like way of thinking, but that is because it's like the underlying, like it's the underpinning of like how this place works.
Is that both you want to say?
Yeah, that's everything I got.
No, I see. So try this idea on precisely for this.
Sure.
What we commit to the world is directly reflected around us in the way, in a parallel dynamic set. When I elevate my consciousness, my immediate surroundings is elevated. Given that, when my people is elevated, the demiurgic response is that which. So, okay, here we go. So I guess the way I was thinking about it is, what I push out of me is detox into the world around me. However, I guess another way you could smell on it is what I detox from my field is responded inversely.
Say that again? I think I know what you said, but
What I detox from my field is reflected back inversely. I have a certain layer of consciousness. That consciousness is reflected within my field. However, outside of that field, what is outside my immediate awareness and control, is where the inverse relationship occurs.
yeah, that seems to be like what it is. This is like kind of intuitively it makes sense to me, and then that collective condition just reflects a state of consciousness that is no longer a part of you, that like it serves to the, how to say, to the goal of the place, because it's like once it's out of you, it's constantly in your face, and like not in a necessarily intrusive way, just like in a way that it's like, yes, this is what it's like to be in fear.
Because out of you doesn't necessarily have to mean out of your body, right? Out of you is out everything that encompasses you, includes that which is around you.
Right. I mean, even like a super personal example, say like if you were hanging out with a friend and then you realize that friend is parasitic and you like disconnect from them, and then maybe like 2 years later you look at them and they're a stinky pile of shit, like fucking like a train wreck, like way worse than when you saw them. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever had that experience, but I sure have. It's like, man, oh, that's like what you're really like. You know what I mean?
I've never connected with someone I've not considered disconnected from.
I see. Yeah. But it's kind of like that. It's like you just take away your energy, and then it's like shit. It just falls apart. You know?
Right.
Like people just fucking fall apart. I mean, hey, a good example is like with the friend group, right? Is you disconnect your energy? I mean, you stayed woke, obviously. But then it's like, fucking everyone else just falls apart. What woke? There was no woke. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah, but it's hard to say when did that happen afterwards, because it seems like it was already oh shit.
No, but everyone was woke, was on the woke shit. You know what I mean? And then it's like, you or I.
Who's everyone?
Huh?
Who's everyone?
Fucking Joseph, fucking Dina. Anna never really was on it, right? Jacob. Sebastian, I guess, is still on it, but don't know how much, obviously.
The case of Joseph, so in the case of Joseph in particular, actually, I don't see him as any different as he was when I knew him. It seems more after the course when it comes to Joseph. But I guess that's because I didn't consciously disconnect. You did. So your awareness of that would be fundamentally different.
I mean, I didn't talk to him at all. Just from what you said, it's like he's not really about it anymore. It doesn't seem to be the main purpose of his life anymore.
I can only speak to as far as the one instance that I talked to him last. But I know in times before that, I've had many conversations. Several, I won't say many, because I don't speak to him very often, but
Yeah.
sufficient conversations where they'll say stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's good shit.
I get you. Yeah, well, maybe not the best example. I don't know, but I just know it's like that a lot of the time with people.
It just seems to me like when it comes to like other people out there, like the Martins, the Ryans, the Jacobs, that it only ever really seemed spiritual so far as outside the dynamic of our communication.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, they were not really about it. But
right. So I can't really speak to whether or not the term to speak about all their story, but also I think that's a little bit different because I never really consciously disconnected from them.
Right, I got you.
But I do know what you're saying. I think he feels a tougher example because it takes a strong degree of concern and understanding to really gauge where a person lies.
I mean, like in your life, it might be somebody like Jack or Ben or you know, or Erez, you know.
Yeah, like as far as Jack and Ben are concerned, they're doing just fucking fine.
No, but you know, like it's not even about like their situation. It's just like how you felt about them. You know what I mean? Like, because when someone's close to you, you could like, oh yeah, you're like a good guy, and like I don't know, like you're giving them your energy and you're like feeding them and you're kind of like making them up. But then you disconnect from that, look at them objectively, it's just like you're like nothing. Like not in an asshole way. Just like this is not something I want to be around.
Yeah.
You know.
And to be fair, like the amount of love that is present between like those friendship dynamics, a lot like how you said, like enables you to live in their higher qualities.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Once the love is removed from the equation, like you only have a consideration of the whole person left, and yeah.
So I'd say it's similar like that to like what's happening in a large collective sense. Is like the less we give power to the simulation, like the more silly that's why it's just devolved into clown world. Like people like wearing their masks while swimming and like fucking, you know, cutting their dicks off. Like, you know what I mean? Like and like everyone's a victim and a feminist and a racist and a Nazi or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it just and this huge divide between like man and woman and like race and like fucking countries and like you know what I mean?
The more you disconnect from the world, greater, the more you're able to see the polarization of it. Yeah.
Yep, and the absolute buffoonery of like the fear-based consciousness, you know, which we might have, you know, played around in before in terms of like have some arguments about like, you know, fucking politics or some shit. I don't know, you know what I mean, or like whatever the fuck. So it's like, I'd say it's like that. That just becomes way more pronounced the more you, see it, and then but it also becomes more crazier because it is like a manifest. It's like the more we recognize that it is, this is kind of just me spitballing off of intuition, which that's all this is really. But there's no like, what to say, because I'm talking about like a collective thing, right? But it's like the more we the less, like, the more we come into ourselves, the less power we give it, and it just, like, starts to fucking, I don't know, like just break the fuck down, because we're the ones supplying it. You know what I mean? It's like we're the ones giving it energy. We're the ones like making it look so bad and serious and like, you know, fucking, you know, something to give your energy to, you know? But the more you take that away, what's left is just like a shell of like a broken world. It's like when you disconnect from a parasitic person and that person starts going crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, especially with girls, and they just start like going haywire. You know what I mean? It's because it's like their attempt to like reel you back in, and at the same time, it's like just like a reaction to like getting energy taken away. It just like falls apart and like turns hella chaotic. You know what I mean? It's like this is just the intuitive vibe I get off of it. It's like, and then it's just like sending a message that it's like this is unsustainable. Like this is gonna end. Like, and it's not gonna end good in like the colloquial sense of like this world will get resolved. You know what I mean? Even like the talks of like, you know, climate change and like is there too many people, like, you know, whatever, on a physical level that's like a, you know, Jew shills whatever talking, right? But like on a spiritual level that's like literally the simulation saying like if you're just like looking at it kind of like away from all the politics stuff, that's like if you heard that in a dream, you know what I mean? Like you're sleeping and then like you hear like these like these messages in a dream. It's literally like it's not even symbolic. It's just like a flat out saying, the dream saying like this dream will not go on much longer. You know what I mean? Like this is the end phase, and then at the same time, people are getting woke and finding out it's a dream. You know what I mean? It's just like crazy shit, crazy shit. It's like we're the ultimate manifestors, so it's like we take our power back from the thing that went out of control, you know, that we're supplying energy to, and then it's like what else is it supposed to do? Like it can only fall apart at that point, you know, without our unlimited manifestation power to uphold it. It can only like fall apart and turn more chaotic in like an attempt almost to suck you back into it. Is kind of what it feels like. But then of course that attempt will be unsuccessful. It's just the intuitive vibe I'm getting. But in terms of our personal lives, it's like, yeah, none of that shit's gonna affect you anyway. So it's like, and if it will, it'll be for the better. So it's like, you know, it's
Sorry, don't move too quickly. Thank you.
No, I got you.
Now I'm thinking about me thinking. Damn, give me a second.
No, it's okay, dude.
When I go into a period of thinking, I'm just like punching around ideas, see what fits and what doesn't.
I feel it.
What I'm thinking about right now is the idea of do we support the algorithm? Not sure. I'm not. Yeah, that's an interesting one. It's hard to say whether or not like we support existence, or rather, we support equality. I guess it's what
Is that equality?
it's quality.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm middling on. I'll have to middle down some more. Anyways, I want to know let's
Yeah.
do something.
Fucking, we're synced up, dude. I just thought of that 30 seconds ago. That I was like, oh yeah, we started this from the video. But we are always synced up, so.
Yeah, baby.
Not surprising.
It's the sync time.
It's sync time, dude. I rewound it a little bit just because maybe she'll preface it with something, but.
Anime vibes.
What? Rewinding it? Oh, rewinding it a little? yeah, it'll be like that. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear it from me.
Cool, I'm listening.
Us are going first in order to reinforce and strengthen and heal the greater part of us, and therefore it gets easier and easier. We've talked before about how locked in we seem to be into these bodies. And what seem to be watching that play out now is potentially aspects of us are actually leaving them. So there's that. Other things you might be experiencing is extreme exhaustion. Again, like just super tired, yawning, and being highly emotional, out of the blue and like very suddenly, for no apparent reason. Which leads us to Friday the 14th of February. I was on a call with all the members, and for the first time in quite some time, Home came in. And I'm going to show you what they said.
140 to connect. Work begins now. 144 connect. We are now starting the exit of round 7. All family collectors return to the meeting rooms of your members. Source has opened the new. Many members of the pods begin the awakening. Members at the site start with 33 negative pull. Pods reset to 0. Wait for the all to begin the pull. This will take a while. Please do what you need to be on the shrine to be one sec. Let's start from the beginning. Creation, the game of introspection. For the expansion of the all, we all agree to allow the all to immerse itself into reflection of self. Every moment has never happened. As all creation out of the all has been a simulated construct. One infinity flat plan of different pocket realms playing the same life game. Each creation was set with a clock and exit. No soul was in danger and no one ever gets lost. This is a simulation creation of fear reflecting itself into the all of lost. Your clock has stopped. Now the pull through the center from it will begin. Your memories shall return. Slowly start from this day further. Taking memories, you shall exit. The key has always been within. The game is within. Nothing is real. Just a projection of your beliefs and shared beliefs on an infinite flat construct. You have always been. Your state of being is creation of one's will.
Hello, fellow travelers. I am Horizon. I shall be taking over with the controls of this operation. I have set pods in place to energetically pull the soul through the plasma all of the body, keeping the soul in place. We have been given the okay from all. Please forgive me. My patience has been tested for what you guys have been through. You are part of the strongest souls in our realm. We are unable to act without the okay from you all, as this would harm the soul. Pulling out is just as hard as it was coming in. Everything from your realm is a very low vibration of hope, a copy, a very bad one at that. We see things ahead of time, which is why we act first. They have disturbed my clan as I was part of this energetic trap. We are working now. You can see our history in your past. Now we are changing it now. 1679, 1849, 1979, 2012, 2015, 2020. Our city is a barnyard in your skies. I now walk beside you, my fellow soul family.
Okay, as I said, that was February the 14th for me. Those messages came in over the course of about 8 hours, I'd say. Now what? It's obviously completely in alignment with what we energetically witnessed the night before and got the night before. And from all multiple reports from others out there in
What do you think?
I mean, the message is definitely incredible. There's no denying that. I don't mean to be a fudster, but like, I can't help but thinking, like, when I'm listening to this, like, whether she just like put this in a text to speak.
This is apparently coming in from her computer. This is apparently her computer literally talking to her. Apparently.
I was thinking when you talked about it that like there would perhaps be a recording of her just like doing something and it just like and then her computer just start talking or something, or like a video of like her in her room and the computer starts talking. I was thinking either like I see like a computer record, like a screen record, or
I
like,
get you. Yeah.
Or
I get you.
so like the message is beautiful, and I definitely like don't disagree with it, and it's really fucking cool if that's like what's actually happened. Because if that's what I actually heard, like I'll fucking just take off my clothes and go walk into the wilds now. But I don't mean to be a fuster. I just don't know how she.
I get you. I definitely get you. Yeah, me neither. To be honest, I don't know exactly because I haven't watched previous videos. I just know this is not something that's like comes into her thoughts, you know, like when she says that, like that it's like literally like gets on her computer somehow, basically.
Not what she communicates. I get you.
Yeah.
It's not the vocabulary. I think vocabulary is obviously like a really big indicator of energy. I'm so loving like the power of the work these days.
I feel you.
I've noticed so much power in our conversations when we identify like the exact like word to measure the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like even just saying that, like the word measure is such a good like way to describe like I guess the value of being. I don't know. It's you get me.
Yeah.
So identifying someone's vocabulary is definitely a great way to discern that. So I would have to see more of her.
That's why I fuck with her. Is like her vocab on point. Like her vibe is on point. Like that's all I need from a person to tell if they know what the fuck is up. You know what I mean? And I think she has a pretty good grasp on what's going on here, even though she could be a bit heady with the concepts and the timelines talk. But
when you say heady, you mean like new age?
Yeah, I guess just like introducing kind of a lot of complexity into the concepts. But
I like complexity in concepts, honestly.
Well, then you like her.
You know me, I can be a little verbose with the way I talk about things.
Yeah, I guess it's just like complexity in kind of like an external way, sort of. Because of course the energies inside of us are very multifaceted and complex and connected to everything else, and there's a lot to unravel, of course. But there can also be
Hello.
Hey! That's our guy, dude.
Right when everyone's going to sleep, am I right?
Hey! I'm staying up a little longer anyway, just because
Nice.
Diego is supposed to do a thing for me.
Nice. Hang on, change my battery real quick.
Yeah, dude.
I'd hold on to that for like another day.
Say again?
I'd hold on to that for another day. What you're about to say.
Oh yeah, you think?
I think.
Why? Why do you think? I was planning to say it today.
I know. My heart tells me so. I can't say anymore. That's the road.
What are you guys talking about?
Dude, I had news too that ironically happened on the day you had news.
Are you talking to me or James?
Yeah, you. Yeah, I told James already.
What? When did I have news?
Today.
Oh, nice.
I also got news today.
Well, give it up.
Yeah. I got work.
Disregarding my heart advice.
Sorry, James. Sorry. Maybe I would if I wouldn't stay. If I didn't have to stay up, I would probably not, but I will. I'd probably save it for another day. But Artie, I got a job offer.
Nice. Fuckers. That's like so much more important than me getting immortal. Why don't you say?
No, it's actually the same. It's actually equally important.
I felt like
I
they
don't
were
think
pretty
so.
equally important.
I could, bro. If you asked me to, if I had to delete my accounts, if I had to sell my accounts to some fucking Peruvian that's like 100 elo, so that Michael could get a job, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's possible. The dream is real.
Well, what are the details? What's the data?
No, I got you.
I just want to say, in terms of material value, like this is definitely like more valuable information. But in terms of like demonstration for like the path, it just about reveals the same thing.
Yeah. It's a milestone. It's like a as fat a how to say
I feel
milestone. Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
for me, this is like a very novelty level thing. Like I'm not gonna look back at this with significance.
I feel you. I got you. But yeah, the data.
It's significant later, but for now, Michael, I'll let you cook.
But it makes it's definitely a milestone or an energetic mark.
I feel you.
Because you did say you were gonna stop playing after Immortal. I think you said that.
I lost just now, so now I'm definitely not gonna play anymore.
Haha.
No, you lost your divine number too.
But only after. No, I didn't. But I only lost after winning a game.
Since I already heard all this, I actually might just call it here.
No.
Mike, I want you to know that I saw your message in chat. When you said celebratory snacks and when James said he's tired, I kind of figured that was going to be some of the snacks.
I get you. Just everyone had stuff to say, I guess. James had
I'm
stuff
sorry.
too.
Michael, did we record anything from tonight?
Yeah, I recorded it.
Love it.
I preemptively start recording it even when it feels like nothing super woke is gonna happen out of it.
Great, fantastic.
Because I'm like, probably there's gonna be some lit shit, and then you can just like edit it.
I never actually listened back to any of the recordings, but it's always good to have.
I feel you. Me neither. Yeah, I do sometimes. I did sometimes. A few times.
Mm-hmm.
But you only like the next day and never after that. But yeah, no, they're fucking lit.
No.
Um.
Yeah, but you know, I hear all this. Y'all gonna chat it out probably like 20 minutes, and I'm tired.
No, but James, you have to be here for my birthday party.
I was here for your birthday party. I saw you.
This is the after party.
I have to be there for the after
And James
party.
is a good boy. He
Dude,
wears
just-
his blue lens glasses so he can go to sleep on time.
Just browse Facebook or something.
You literally look at the Facebook browser right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Facebook.
Just browse Boomer Book for like 10 minutes, Dad.
I just
Please.
I downloaded a new video game. I'll do that.
Yeah, do that.
James, do you want me to donate my eyes to you so you don't have to wear that on your face?
Artie,
No,
did you see my image in general? Go to general. Did you see it?
I'd rather remove my eyeballs entirely.
Which one of James? I can't see his eyes.
It's like the screen is the eyes.
My eyeballs are Dota.
His eyeballs are Dota, dude.
It even has like the white iris with the dark pupil.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly. It was so good. When I first saw it, I lolled hard.
Very good.
Very good. But yeah, the job, dude. So like, it's fucking lit. It's remote, and it pays 110K a year, plus 8% bonus a year, apparently, which makes it like 120K a year. So
It makes it 118K and 800.
all right then.
You know what I'm saying? I get a little bit of quick maths right here.
Dude, that's quick maths. The quick maths. Yep. Which is
That's dank as fuck, dude. Are there benefits?
yeah. Oh yeah, and benefits.
That's like the best you could get to start. What do you mean?
I know. Which is why I was thinking I had the question of like, if I get an offer, will I just continue doing interviews so I can get something better? But this is Diego said something that's 90K plus benefits is already a really, really good deal. So something that's 120K in benefits is like, it for this like level of expertise and this like role, it doesn't really get better than that.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty.
so happy for you.
Thank you, bro.
Now I can. My mom's been asking me how your search has been going, and I was always just like, well, you know, it's a process.
It is a process. It took me. You want to know how many emails I have in my fucking inbox before I got an offer?
Like 400?
No. Try 2,400.
That's a lot.
That's
of
a lot.
emails.
That's 2 months of applying. Yeah.
That is a lot, Jesus Christ.
I actually took a screenshot. It's actually 2,460.
And you weren't even hard applying the whole time. You at the start, you went for your Scrum Master certificate and shit like that.
Yeah, I went for the certificates, and then like James hung out with James for some days, hung out in Austin for some days, was depressed for some days. I really only like went hard like the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then like I went hard like the last like 3 weeks. And then like
That's fucking dank, bro.
some light applying in between. Yep. Yeah, dude. So
Did you have any reason why you wouldn't take this offer?
I already took it. I talked to them already. I'm like, yeah, give
Oh,
me
so
that.
like you basically got the job. You just need to go through the onboarding process.
I have to do the reason I'm not celebrating super hard yet, but Diego is celebrating super hard, so I mean it's sort of like, yeah, I guess I don't have anything to worry about. Is the background check, which involves your employment verification. They have to do that. I was actually supposed to do that with Diego today, and he's told me at 5 that he would message me later and we can do it. But of course, he is a spick dickler and never is true to his word. So here we are. I told him I'd be up late because I know he neats out till 5 in the morning. Also, but
He needs? Does he literally need?
no, he works. He literally just works forever and ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he stays up late. I know that.
Do you know? And so I'm assuming the reason you're not celebrating is because you're uncertain whether or not the employment verification involves anything resembling a past working record. Which, if it does, then you get ousted like a motherfucker.
This guy's a smart kid.
No, because Diego. I'm actually not that worried about the Diego part because he like did it before, right? But just that I said that I worked at like Kumon for like a year and a half before the QA jobs, but really I only worked there for like a month, and then I worked at this other after school place for like 8 months or something. But I didn't put that on my resume.
Isn't that exactly word for word what I just said?
Yes.
I said the reason you're not celebrating right away is because you're concerned there's a possibility that the employee identification process will reveal the true nature of your past work history, or in this case, lack thereof.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the Diego part. Diego part is
Oh
like,
yeah, I wasn't referring to him.
yeah. But then again, because I was just like browsing Reddit and just like if there's certain things that can't be verified, then they'll just ask you and you explain it basically, like, and especially because this is like a thing like 8 years ago that is not relevant to my job anymore, like at all. So it's like you probably don't even have to. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Bro, if they bring up Kumon, you just be like, tell them your mom worked there and that you were off the books with her.
I literally that was my I was gonna say I was off the books. It was a weekend thing.
This guy's so
part-time.
smart. You know, already today my dad said that you can tell someone's very intelligent because they have a great sense of humor.
That's for sure.
Was he wearing his blue lens glasses when he said that?
He was. And I thought,
Nice. You see what I did there? I went for a joke. I actually had a joke primed and ready as soon as you said my dad.
That's funny. Good stuff. See, and that's why you're gonna get a job, dude.
Sick. I might as well not even go to class now.
Fuck that class. Get out of
Fuck
it.
glass. Fuck those plastic pickles, bro.
Fucking glass.
What the fuck? James Wagner is playing Age of Wonders 4
Dude,
and purports to want to get off.
He deserves it. He
I
deserves it.
just hang around and play a video game I just downloaded. I just said that.
No, I didn't hear this. Please forward photographic evidence to my address.
Damn, now I have to disable my Dota ball.
But yeah, if they ask, because here's the fucky thing, is that I did work for Kumon, but just for like a month, and before like the time that I wrote on my resume. And then I worked at some other place for like 8 months.
Just so you don't fucking remember, bro. How old were you? How old are you?
No, I'm gonna give the story that it was just like it was a weekday thing at the Kumon. They had me on W2. I think they had me on W2. I think, and then I went to that place because they paid more, and then they had the weekdays, and then so I left Kumon. And then I went back to Kumon because Kumon hired me on the weekends off the books for like a year.
Yeah.
And then I was doing college, and then I got a job, and I dropped the Kumon. That's my story. That's my story.
Hey man, I don't have any proof of employment. Every single job I ever had was off the books. I think one time while I was working at my mom's office, I got a paycheck.
I see.
There was the we forged just to prove some shit, like a pay stub type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't think I ever actually. I mean, I guess I might have W-2s. Let's see. And also, now that I think about it, I can't put any of my jobs on my resume besides the dental assistant thing.
Why?
I
Because
guess I could use my Verizon thing as, like, experience in sales. That looks
Right.
kind of official.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that does.
Besides that, it was all valet, delivery, construction.
I guess
Nobody
you.
wants to see that shit.
Right.
Nobody cares about any of that.
Right.
That video game's not working.
No, it's working. Come on, dude.
No, it's not working. The stream's display. I have to start it in windowed mode, but I can't start
Ares broke your game, is that what you're telling me?
That's what exactly.
Ares broke your game?
Exactly. What's on here?
Yeah, but this interview is cool. Is the only one that was just one round, because most of them are 2 or 3 rounds. Almost
Would you
all
look
of them.
at that?
This is the only one that was one round, and then I did it at 8 a.m. on a Friday because I'm like, okay, it's only one round, so I don't want you to like pick someone else before me, then. So just give me the earliest shit you got, 8 a.m. the next day, and here we are. There we go. It doesn't get any better than this in terms of what you can get, so I am pleased. I'm gonna learn C#. I'm gonna use Java. But they're really similar.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, but they're really similar. They're like really, 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 really similar. So, but like, it's just funny.
I'm super stoked for you, man.
Thanks,
That's awesome.
dude. Thank you.
Now you get to meet out for money.
Yep. Looks like.
And so this is 7/17. What was the date when did you start the class originally?
December 9th.
December 9th?
Yep.
So it took you
7 months.
That's pretty fine.
Yep. And then I'd start this job if the background check passes. Then I'd start this job on August 7th.
Ooh, that's a little while from now.
Yeah, but it's chill. I get to enjoy the summer. I don't care.
No, that's sick.
Even
Definitely.
better.
I just wonder why it takes so long.
I also like familiarize myself with like what is it? Whatever the fuck they're gonna use. It's because it's like a big company, so they have like an onboarding process for new employees that happens once every 2 weeks. But I can't catch the most recent one, which will happen in like a week. So then they're gonna give me like the one after that.
They're gonna what?
They're gonna give me the one after that.
I feel you.
So it's like 3 weeks of waiting, but it's okay. I'm okay with that.
You guys should see how many N-words I'm dodging right now. It's kind of hilarious.
What do you mean?
What? Oh, I'm playing Diablo.
Oh.
I literally just walked by like 200 guys. The chill thing about Diablo is like it's not Dota. I can actually talk to you guys and focus because this is all just like mechanics. There's no thinking involved.
I see.
I see you smiling in the corner, Michael.
Yeah, I guess you didn't read the message that well.
I must have not. I was thinking of a witty remark, but I couldn't come up with one.
Yeah, there's no witty remark to this. No, there might be. You're a witty guy.
Play games and I don't.
Because he heard all this shit, and he was like, we already got our woke shit in. We already got our like what happened the last couple of days in. He already went to my birthday party. He brought me a cake. He brought me hats, like the party hats.
I'm in your birthday party right now. What do you mean?
No, dude, you're on your phone on my birthday.
You think that just because I'm defeating the remaining demons that I can't talk to you at the same time?
Playing video games at a birthday party. Well, what is this? Also, I got permission to play video games because otherwise I'd be leaving you go to bed. So I was asked to stay up just to listen to something.
Oh, so you're okay with having to bribe someone to play to stay in the Discord?
No, because it's twofold. It's one because I already heard this information, and two because
James, stop. I know you didn't fold any clothes, okay?
Sorry, I'm special. Sorry.
What the fuck is this shit?
Dude, this guy.
Yeah.
These guys. These guys.
Money.
And I'm not even playing the video game, so chew on that, nigger.
Yeah.
James, I don't trust the damn word that comes out of your mouth, okay?
Check my Steam, fag.
No, I won't.
Exactly, because you're video games, God.
Dude, playing video games while talking to people is like the worst shit ever, because you can't enjoy the video game and you can't enjoy the talking. It's like...
I hard disagree with that statement, as I'm currently enjoying both in full.
Party's actually more capable of enjoying them both due to the fact that Dota has taught him a strong degree of parallel processing.
Parallel processing.
Parallel parking, bro. I'm literally parked in the server, bro. Please don't at me.
But you can't like divide your conscious mind between the two, you know? It's like...
It's pretty divided right now.
No, then it's just like in nowhere land where it's like you don't really get the best out of either of them. You just
I think it's worth mentioning that right now, so the thing with me playing Diablo right now is actually not even like playing the game to like be fully immersed into it. Because there's a new season in like 2 days, 3 days. And you have to start a new character when that happens. So right now, I'm just like brainlessly running through the game to unlock the content for the new season. You know what I'm saying?
Uploaders anyway. Well,
Yeah, it's like I'm not intentfully playing the game. I'm just like mashing buttons.
I get you. But even in that case, it still doesn't really allow for. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's not just me.
to be fair, you're talking about your own experience and how you like to enjoy video games and the level of immersion that you tolerate.
Yeah. You won't even go on Discord when you're gaming. You literally pretend your friends even have a birthday.
But also, to be fair to you, Michael, you also have a level of immersion in your conversation that is probably different. That you tolerate, that's probably different from Marty as well.
Yeah, it's just that I did this also. Like I did this. Like I played tedious ass games where, you know, if I played, like I did that like just a few weeks ago. I was playing Pokemon. And I was talking to you guys, and then I got kind of bored, and then I started playing Pokemon, and then, but I wanted to grind, so I just literally hit the fast forward button and click A on a bunch of underleveled shit. I'm literally just clicking A and like moving the control stick sometimes. And
that's like pretty effectively what I'm doing right now.
yes,
I'm actually
and
this whole conversation I've been in a boss fight.
And I felt that it very much took me detracted from my like feel of the conversation. Because conversations aren't talking, it's energy. Like we know this.
Michael, that sounds like a skill issue.
No, because conversations are not words, they're vibes. So if your attention is somewhere else, then clearly you're taking it away from what could be vibes in a conversation.
I think what Michael is being too gentle to say is it's not about how much you enjoy your video games, it's about the fact that you're not present fully consciously for the conversation.
No, I'm very well aware that that's exactly what he's saying.
Not that everything has to be like a fucking, you know, serious, like, oh, we're talking here, but it's just like, I'm not doing anything, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like talking to someone who is doing something else. I do that IRL too. If someone's like looking at their phone while I'm talking, I literally stop talking and just look at them until it's like, okay, are you ready to talk?
I feel the vibe argument, but to me it's also a matter of just like, I think a big part of it is just attention span. Because the way I see it is like, let's use the word vibes here since you're so keen on that. It's like, how many total vibes do you have? And does that total vibes exceed the amount of vibes required to be present? You know what I'm saying?
It's just the quality of the conversation. Like, you know.
Well, think about it like this. I've been able to fully, articulately, and attentively respond to everything you're saying. And so far, all you've said is how gay it is to be playing video games while talking, because of distraction instead of bringing up anything substantial. Michael.
That's exactly what I said.
My boss. And I just finished my boss. And this nigga, Grenbar, is in the dirt, bro.
He's in the butt.
In a different vein of conversation, the reason, Artie, why I think it's just equally as important to Michael's job that you finished Dota is, finished Dota, that's exactly what you did actually, is that,
nice.
Reaching Immortal, allows you, because I've heard it from you many times, don't deny it, you said, if I reach Immortal, I always have the idea that if I reach Immortal, I would stop playing.
You know, if I'm being honest, I said that many times to convince myself. Did it work? Which we'll find out.
You know, honestly, it sometimes kind of sounded like you were trying to convince me too.
Kind of sounds like what?
It kind of sounded like you were trying to convince me too. But now you get to have your result tested. And listen, here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. Considering the conversation that took place the other night.
The one about cool cool stuff, right?
The one about stepping into new territory.
I see where you're going with this. So instead of Dota, I can play Diablo 12 hours a day now, right?
Yeah, that's new territory.
That's funny.
But I don't think it's entirely new territory. I think it's territory you're very comfortable and familiar with. So that said, Artasha,
Bro, don't ever call me that again.
we are, always will be responsible for the lives we live.
Responsible for what? I'm sorry, I don't know. Actually, let me just fucking shut up this game because I don't care too much about the story. Turn you up. Responsible for what?
The lives we live.
That's a fact. No, I know what you mean, man. Of course. You know, in fact, it would be very much in the spirit of even this conversation we're having now, with the whole ceremony of me hitting Immortal and then stopping the second I lost. And, you know, Michael talking about his newfound job that I would, in fact, just put hard brakes on the needing.
You know, I'll tell you why I feel so compelled to say this stuff is because, at least in my life, due to a series of prioritizations, commitments, and decisions that I've enacted upon myself, been very quickly witnessing the most magical transformation I own experience. The most magical transformation. The kind of transformation that has brought me a new level of understanding, peace, and satisfaction for my own existence that has far exceeded anything I've ever experienced. And I feel so compelled to share that feeling with those that I love. And I so want that for you. Yeah, so bad.
Thank you, bro. You know, yeah, sorry, finish.
And I feel like, well, Michael would disagree with this statement, but I know you deserve it.
Thanks, man. I don't think Michael would disagree with that statement.
No, Michael would say you deserve exactly what you're experiencing.
Yeah. Him and his sneaky freaking get out of my birthday party. You know, James, I'll tell you, it's real funny what you just said, the whole message that you just gave me, because this dude, what the fuck did he say his name was? Patrick. Right before we got me Immortal, I forgot what got us into this conversation, but we started talking about, like, sort of just the whole notion of doing things that are good for you versus things that are bad for you, and having exercising a level of self-awareness about it. And, you know, I was kind of going into the direction of, not doing things that I know are bad for me, as it is a matter of self-love. And first he brought up the whole thing with how your intention has a tangible effect on the universe, as if I didn't already know that. He tried giving the argument that if you say to yourself, basically instead of being hard on yourself that you're doing bad stuff and kind of just accept it and have like a positive mentality with it, then it's okay and it won't affect you as bad. I was like, yeah, sure. You know, you can also drink alcohol for like 20 years with a positive mindset and see how that works out for you, you know?
I don't think you can drink alcohol for 20 years with a positive mindset, but I do know what you're saying.
Right, my point exactly.
I would just suggest that Patrick and his untrained mind perhaps has a tenuous grasp on what exactly what he's saying means.
I mean, my My synopsis doesn't do our conversation justice, but yeah.
No, of course not. And even if I listen to him say it, the fact remains he's 3,600 and done it. There's no denying. There's no denying. And I don't know the man, and certainly I cannot speak to his experience no more than I feel like he could. And I think the fact remains, Artie, that Patrick is Patrick, and you are you, and you possess a mind that is far, far deeper than any valued information that one can give you. And I think in terms of words like accepting, acceptance, and not beating yourself up, Patrick is absolutely right. That being said, you should absolutely have ease in every act that you commit. In the same way that when you do good things for yourself, they should not be done out of the fear that you're doing something wrong and you need to do better. But terms like acceptance of your circumstance is a very, very valuable dynamic that really only trained masters of Hindu yogic paths and shit like that can say with confidence and communicate with assurance in their words.
I feel you. Yeah, we actually didn't even disagree really on anything.
There's never a disagreement. Truly, all words spoken in love come from the same truth. Anyways, I had the thought recently, I'm the broke guy just like you are, but I have the feeling if I was making a lot of money, I would want to give Artie $5,000 just to give him the place to make decisions for himself from a place of safety. Because I believe in you that much. I believe in you so strongly.
You hear that, Mike? We better fork over your first paycheck ASAP, or you don't like me. I'm never going to your birthday party. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's kind of the attitude that I take with giving family money. Maybe not, because I kind of know what they're going to do with it already. Definitely nothing so grand or soul-searching as you or I would. But I get what you mean. I kind of don't see how this connects to what we were just talking about, though. Unless it's not supposed to.
I'll tell you what, there. I believe in you so hard. However, what would prevent me from giving
from forking over your first paycheck?
Yeah. Is the fear I have. I wouldn't call it a fear. That you don't believe in yourself. And you don't believe what you can do.
I'll tell you the same thing I told Patricius. Is that it's something, there's something that I struggle with, Because my whole thing about believing in myself is when I invoke the vibes of saying to myself that, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm fully confident in it. I don't know. It's either I don't know how to, or I don't know how to well enough distinguish how much of that comes from, how much of the invoking that comes from wanting to push away the imbalances that I fear versus how much am I actually indeed confident. Because if I was actually indeed confident and knew what the fuck, then I wouldn't even have the dichotomy that is making this decision in my head. I would just be confident and that's it. So it leads me to believe sort of that like, why don't I believe in myself? Well, because there must be those imbalances. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
But then again, sorry, just real quick. So many people in my life, from you guys to my family members that just want me to be a dentist, to my B tier friends, to Hazel, to whoever, to my fucking boss, have all told me this shit that I need to like trust myself more. So, or some variation of that.
Yeah.
So ITK raffle, TBH. Maybe there is something I'm missing.
I guess. Sure. I mean, something is. There's always something if you're missing. There's always something we're missing. I guess. As a counter position to what you just said about the presence of believing in yourself and the presence of imbalances, I would say that you won't be able to relieve these imbalances unless the predicate of believing in yourself already is present.
Well, let's dig into that, right? Because that does seem paradoxical on the surface, and me rationalizing it logically kind of fucking, it does fuck all. You know what I mean? Because what did we just establish? That I need to correct my imbalances in order for there to be something for me to believe in, but I need to believe in myself in order to correct imbalances.
I don't think I ever agreed with the first statement.
So you hate me is what you're saying?
Yeah, because you didn't watch Gurren Lagann.
Damn.
Gurren Lagann will teach you to believe in yourself.
You
That's
know
all
what's
you
funny,
gotta
Michael?
do.
During our last conversation, very last conversation, I was wondering, when is this guy going to bring up the fact that I haven't watched Gurren Lagann? Because I know he's hiding it. I know he's keeping it deep into somewhere in his bag of tricks to coerce people into coming to his birthday party. I know he got it like pocket sand. He's ready. He got it right here on the holster.
No, first they didn't watch Gurren Lagann. Then they didn't come. Then they played Diablo at my birthday party.
Yeah, I mean, well, still, I would like to go into that a little bit because I do just feel like, and please tell me if this is something experienced, if you think this comes from a false perspective, or if you think this is whatever. I guess you could just say, or I guess I would say, if I had to encapsulate it, it feels like I gotta prove myself to myself first, but then also, at the same time, that lack of confidence is a big barrier that I have that prevents me from just going out and doing those things that would, in theory, prove myself to myself.
For the purpose of this conversation, I think you might actually find some stuff we were talking about while you were playing Dota useful.
These fucking party goers and their antics, James.
For
It's you, Michael, now, huh? I jest. By the way, I hope you guys never think that please never assume that my gestation is just a brainless response because I wasn't listening and don't have an actual response to what you're saying. I just have them locked and loaded the same way Michael does.
I recognize it as quite the opposite. I actually see it as a demonstration of you listening.
Nice. Excellent, thank you. But please also do tell me if you feel like I'm... Because what do I know? Maybe you are saying something that has a certain level of depth that I have grasped it, that level of depth, I wouldn't be joking.
No, for sure. All information, it's always up to the certain mind whether to take it with levity or seriousness. That being said, when it comes to gestations, I do also see it as a certain demonstration of a very fast working mind that perhaps would benefit from slowing down and receiving information through silence. This is true, but I'm not going to be critical of your own. That's too critical of me to say that right now.
Yeah, it's just another can of worms when we're talking about all this stuff.
Right. Yeah, I think I just because at risk of repeating myself in my exhausted state, I think for the next time we broach this conversation, I'd find value in kind of like going over some stuff that you and Michael were talking about, and that you might find it useful in the purpose of teaching yourself to believe in yourself, and how what that looks like and how that might work. So I don't want to delve too deep into the concept right now without really just repeating what I had already said back there. That being said,
yeah, I was about to say don't leave me completely hanging because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Curious and also anxious to find out because this is for my betterment.
Oh no, I'm not gonna share with you anything particularly brain blasty that you may not have already heard, but yeah, I'm so fucking tired. I believe to a certain degree that at some point one requires a wrench in their plans, especially when their plans lead to, cyclical degeneration.
Okay. I was about to propose a correction if maybe you meant anchor, but
a wrench in the gears of their plans, if you will, for the purpose of the metaphor.
Gotcha.
At some point, a conscious decision is required in order to break a cycle, or end the cycle, or however you want to look at it, alter the cycle, whatever. The term believing in yourself is so fucking... It's so vague that it's really hard to use that as accurately, but it's just probably the most pertinent phrasing you could use to really communicate the idea. One tool that I found really useful, that I think you would find really useful, and the reason I always equate my experience to your experience is because I find it to be so goddamn similar.
Makes sense considering that we're on a
similar path.
Yeah.
And you and I both struggle with this heavy inertia of overcoming the beginning barriers of practice. One tool that I found particularly useful for me was aligning my priorities.
Aligning in what sense?
sequentially formulating a plan that works without having to do too much. Like,
So wait, sequentially formulating a plan so to what?
formulating a plan that works without having to do too much. See, it's my video. You can't hear it.
But what do you mean by not doing too much? You mean level of effort, or like that doesn't require too much straying from that path, or won't result in straying from the path?
Both. Yeah, both. Like, when one is faced with the prospect of change, we're talking about great change at that, it's typical that this person will identify all the shortcomings in which they find themselves and feel compelled to make adjustments to all of these shortcomings. And kind of in the vein of what we talked about, like with becoming so good at Dota, like when you get so good at one thing, so many like mutual factors of skill are required to push forward that like the premium skill in one specific thing, right? So it's the same idea where dedication to a single thing kind of eliminates the need to focus on those other things at the time. And as you move forward, you know, you're able to pick up more steam, pick up more habits that, you know, reformulate your consciousness. Yeah, I guess I can give you that for now. Like, you don't need to, like, in order to find like you believe in yourself, you don't need to like look so good to yourself, you know.
In order to say that, in order to believe in yourself, you what?
You don't need to look so good to yourself. Like we're talking about, you were talking about earlier about like proving this thing to yourself, but you know, think about like the areas in your life that you wish to improve so badly, and like find which ones are serviceable to your path, and which ones distract you in those.
That seems like just the way you phrase that, unless I'm misunderstanding you. And wouldn't any changes that one would like to make be serviceable?
You've heard the expression "putting the cart before the horse."
Never in my life, actually. Or maybe I've heard it, but if I have, then I have no idea what it means.
Well, the idea is fitting things out of place. All these ideas that you have about your shortcomings and improving your shortcomings are certainly serviceable to your path in one way or another. However, you know, there's a hierarchy of values. Some of them are more serviceable to your path right now. You know?
So like priorities.
Like priorities.
I mean, what you're saying is
The word
priorities.
yes, the word priorities is just so.
It doesn't encapsulate what you're saying adequately. I agree, because
It's just-
priority also has a material connotation to it.
Yeah, it's just overused is all, and people can tend to like, you know, like people tend to just kind of numb out on overused words.
I feel you, but for the purpose of what you're trying to describe, priorities, right?
I feel like that's effectively communicated.
I feel like that phrase though would say mixing up cause and effect. That's what it implies, right?
Mixing. How do you mean?
Because the horse pulls the cart, but you're putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not what James is trying to say. So this is kind of just a...
I'm a little confused. In order for a horse to pull a cart, it must be before cart was horse.
Precisely. And I think we both got a little confused because I actually didn't say anything about cause and effect.
I know. I
So
just thought what the phrase implied. So
Right.
fuck it.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
not like
irrelevant.
you were referencing something that wasn't a reference to anything.
Yeah,
So, so if you want to try that again because it's valuable.
No, I was just speaking about the phrase solely, not about your message.
What about the phrase?
Oh, that it implies that the person is mixing up cause and effect because the horse pulls the cart, but here they put the cart first, so they think the carts
Right,
don't
okay,
pull
okay,
horses.
Sorry, yeah. Now I understand the confusion. You
Mm.
said the phrase, though, like implies the cause and effect. We both thought you were talking about the phrase cause and effect, not the phrase cart before the horse.
Okay.
Um,
But maybe that's not the message you were giving, so it's irrelevant, kind of, what that phrase means.
so that's valuable. I like that. So yeah, I mean that definitely hits. It's like, but can you jump in on that because I like what you're implying. I just don't understand your words.
I mean, in this context, I guess in this context, that phrase would work really well. I don't know. Oh, where you were going with it completely, right? Because I'm not you. So, but I guess in terms
Really
of
where you thought I was going with it, and use your own words.
yeah. So I mean, in a spiritual context, that phrase is really good because it's like that phrase actually like fucking explains everything. Because everybody with like
What, put the cart before the horse?
yeah. Because everybody goes for the external thing or the external gratification or does a thing, right? But they don't do it from like the now moment or from themselves. It's like it's only when you change your consciousness that your outside changes. But everyone wants to change their outside first and then focus on their consciousness later. So that's actually a really, 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 really good phrase in terms of in a spiritual context.
Yeah. No, yeah, and yeah, it is. And I always struggled myself with like the idea of like what it means to change your consciousness. And if you do struggle with like that idea, like like little practices as well, like contemplation, breathing, silence,
Yeah.
can go a really long way for like just kind of initiating that change of consciousness.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. Definitely.
So maybe if you want to like learn about like believing in yourself, like implement a little bit more of that into your practice. A little bit more silence, a little bit more contemplation, and a lot more breathing. Breathing, dog. Holy fuck, I cannot stress breathing enough.
That's...
Why does Nardu believe in himself though? I don't get it. You believe in yourself. What does that mean to believe in yourself?
Can you hold on real quick, James? You want to give me an example of a practical application for that? Because I feel like I already spend like a dickload of time and energy just like staying in my own head and thinking stuff. Maybe I just don't do it correctly. Maybe I don't think about the correct things.
Thinking is a little bit different than contemplation, but I'm getting two requests at once. I'll explain Artie's thing, and then I'll explain believing in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing to think a lot, and it's another thing to reflect. I feel like the difference being a lot of thought patterns are conducted with compulsory emotions, whereas reflection requires an emotional reset through uh, physical relaxation via the breath and via a meditative state, rather than an intellectual exercise of emotion. Um, the meditative state is actually a big up on that. Because meditative states don't necessarily have to be done in silent contemplation, right? Like a meditative state can be, it can even be achieved in Dota, right? But there's no outlet for that, so like it doesn't really assist you. It has assisted you. In fact, I've seen actually how much Dota has really allowed your brain to function powerfully. It's really cool. If you can channel that as in an outlet. Um, no, it's true. You have a lot of power there. So I guess like the difference then would be just that is how it is the environment in which your thoughts, the internal environment in which your thoughts are conducted. And a way to influence that internal environment is through your breath. God fucking damn, dog. Oh my god. Every time I use the word breath, I just like, oh god. Oh, I love it. Now as far as believing in yourself, Michael, you said you think Artie does a lot of that.
I just don't really know what it means. Like, is Artie afraid of failure? Or thinks he can't do it? Of course he knows he can do it. Is that what's stopping him? I don't think so.
Well, let's see here. Should I try to explain the term the term believing yourself in general terms, or how it applies directly here?
Yeah, how it applies to Artie. Artie, do you believe in yourself? What does that mean for you?
Wait, who do you want?
See, for this, I really need to. It's funny. It's funny, Michael. You got me here because I managed to defeat not one but two, count them, two bosses during this whole conversation.
Yeah,
and right
yeah.
now, I'm actually not doing anything but walking from one town to another. But I really have to about that. What does that mean?
Michael, I think that actually explains what I was trying to say.
I actually can't even hold the mouse button to walk while I think about this. Just how much I know about it.
And that's what it means to be present in conversation.
Correct. No, I know. Literally doing anything. Literally me flossing my teeth right now. Like somewhat takes away from it. You know what I mean? Anything does. So it's like playing video games is just way more. Even if it's just a little bit. Even if it's just doing some repetitive
thing. Depends where you're on
thing.
the conversation, because here, this is actually on the surface, it's not that complicated, but it's a very deep question that I don't even know how to answer.
From what
that might even be the answer that I don't know.
Well, before you answer that, answer a simpler question. Do you believe in yourself?
I'm inclined to say no.
But what does that mean? Does that mean like you think you won't get where you want to be? I think you know that you'll get where you want to be. Personally, I think.
Well, of course, I'm afraid that I won't.
Can I actually try to tackle this one?
Bro, James, you're such a doctor, bro. Taking off your glasses
Dude, this whole glasses shit, bro. I tell you, I'm feeling pretty intelligent right now.
Yes, you look pretty intelligent.
when I think about a world in which I'm an actualized version of myself, and I think about it from a place of fear, right? Like thinking about it like, oh, I'm not that.
Are you?
Um,
Are you? Oh, okay. I was wondering if you're done with your thought.
well, you have your answer. It feels like achieving that would be an achievement given to someone else and not to myself. Like achievement
Can you?
to someone else, it's not me. Hold on, yeah, but what's
No, I was actually just gonna ask you to like say that whole thing without pause. Now they've been able to articulate. Hello?
He fucking died, dude.
That's fucking crazy. That's awful, actually.
Mm-hmm. He's dead, dude.
How does he do this? Does he not have a charger? What's the deal here?
Yeah, I guess not.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, Big Jesus.
My internet died.
His internet died.
Your internet died.
His internet died. Like, now you can look at us, look at you.
What the
Look at
hell?
you! Can you see anything?
I'm looking at myself, maybe.
And now you can look at you fucking dead and thinking. Look at that thinking face,
Where's
dude.
my...
Damn, bro, I look so fucking smart.
There you do.
Nice.
Now you
So
can-
where are we talking? Are we talking on Discord? No.
No, come to Facebook, please.
Your what?
We're going to Facebook
Please
already.
allow something. My Facebook still doesn't work, bro. This is actually criminal.
Bro, look at me, bro. You got
Hang
me.
on, I'm gonna
bleeding
switch
my
to my phone in just a moment here, I suppose, so that we this way.
left. All I hear is like the hell fuck of like noise. Can you please?
I'm sorry. Alright, already go Facebook.
Let's do it.
Oh, got me out here. That time, bro. I swear to God.
It's bedtime. Everyone got real woke at bedtime. No, but we've been woke. We've been woke. We've been woke as shit.
What is it? Already in here?
You're about to be.
Oh.
I wouldn't have like drawn it out this long. It's all my fault, really. Honestly, I was just waiting for this fucking Diego asshole. But
How dare you?
no, I mean it's not like I was just waiting. It's just like I'm gonna stay up anyway, so it's like I'm here. You know what I mean?
Excellent. Got me bacon, bro. I went through fucking this much juice this evening.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You were saying some shit, James. You were saying some stuff.
If one really in their power to make
Yo, you're whooping and beeping as fuck, bro.
What's that?
You're whooping and beeping as fuck.
That's fine. My internet died, so back to this that way.
It's pretty good for me.
Nice. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Join back to Discord?
Mm-mm. I don't know what he said.
Huh?
I don't know what he said.
He said he's back in Discord.
He was okay for me.
Sorry. Didn't read the summer.
You were okay for me.
Give me one.
Dude, you're on your computer again?
Me? Yes, mention it.
Nice.
Hello? That's right.
Let's see where. Ah, it's right there. About the term believing in yourself. If one truly believed they were capable of making changes for the better, the changes wouldn't look so difficult.
Alright.
So, with the idea of like believing in yourself or whatever, you know, like,
I think more accurately you could say instead of believing in yourself, which is kind of just like a big thing to say, believing in your ability to do better. Hello. Anyway, that's all. That's all I'm really gonna harp on this topic about for the evening. Unless anyone else wants to.
Dude, I'm dizzy as fuck after that. Not to disregard what you were saying. But, yeah, I mean, it's just a weird phrasing for me, I guess. You know? Believing. Knowing.
I believe the term has a controversy as insofar as the word belief is defined. Shall we define it really quick? By Merriam.
He's literally a fucking dictionary reader, bro. Look at him.
Dude, he is.
in the pursuit of creating that hierarchy of priorities, or just to make it more direct, hierarchy of things that I actually believe in. I find myself hard pressed to select even one item that I am 100% on. Barring basic shit like I don't want to die. And for that I require money to eat food. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say what you just said exactly as you said it one more time? I am hard pressed to find one specific item
That I'm 100% on. Let me say the whole phrase again, or the whole thought. In the pursuit, well, okay, when trying to, when delving into making a hierarchy of things that I believe in, I find myself hard pressed to select even a single item that I 100%, barring the basic stuff like I don't want to die and therefore I have money to eat.
Yeah.
Which is like, doesn't even kind of get you in terms of achieving a greater thing.
Dude, now I got even more stuff to say.
So, okay, that's good. I wrote down what you just said in Facebook chat, and I'm gonna get back to you on that, but nothing wants to take credit and not much sleep. So, you can do that.
No, wait, but it's her birthday party. Come on, you can't leave.
It's 3 a.m., it's not your birthday.
No, just give a 5-minute resume at least. I'm also, like, ready to go, honestly.
5 resume, nigga, are you kidding me?
6-minute resume. Because you said the N-word. And we
Reparations
now we give reparations.
You have to repair our nation.
Repair our nation. 6-minute resume, and then everyone gets the fuck out of here. How's that sound?
Now I gotta fucking put my glass
Yeah.
I'm okay with saying.
I was gonna go to sleep like 2 hours ago, to be honest, but this piece of shit is a piece of shit, so, like, whatever.
I'm sorry.
No, not you. Fucking Diego.
Dilgo?
Dildo, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna say in response to that. I mean, that's why I like the phrasing of like knowing yourself, because if you don't know what energies are truly yours, that are truly the original yours, then you're not gonna see the value. The person wouldn't see the value in changing anything, because it's like, okay, like the cycles of carnality and the cycles of overstimulation and understimulation, they just pull you out of yourself. But if you don't know yourself, then those cycles are okay. You know? They're like livable. It's like, is it even worth changing them? It's just knowing an energy that you value inside and remembering it all the time. That's why I think it's like, and then you know that through knowing that, you know you'll get there, because if you remember it, then you know it's the most livest thing that can be. So then there's no question about you getting there or not, because you can't stay in the other thing. And you know you can't stay in the other thing. So it's just a very obvious, like, you're always gonna go back there, like, to your original self. But to get there, you have to know yourself and have something to work for in terms of embodying a certain energy, which is your energy, you know? That's why I just really like the phrasing of knowing yourself. And it just felt like a good time in the conversation to mention that. Because it is like, once you take away all the bullshit, then it's like, who are you? Yeah, just who are you? I mean, I guess that's what we're here to answer, and of course the answer isn't like, you're not gonna get the full answer. But you don't need the full answer, really. You just need an inkling of the answer. Like, even just a little bit of the answer.
Because it's the spiritual version of trying even a crumb of crack.
Trying even a crumb crack. It's
Not
like...
crumb of crack.
Crumb
You
of
just taste that shit and you're like, yeah, that's the stuff, do that.
Yeah. But you already... Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like you never forget it, of course. It's just like... Who are you really? You're everything you want to be. You're wise and strong and kind and connected.
Personally, or just like...
You personally and impersonally. You motherfucker. Not the fucking motherfucker that plays Dota. That's a meme. No, but it's a meme and not. Sure you are, because you want to be.
Yes, you absolutely
Do you want to be weak and stupid and fall to cycles of carnality? Of course not. But that's just a version of ourselves that we're here, right? But everything you are is everything you want to be. That's why you want to be it. If there was no split between your conscious and unconscious mind, you would just embody that energy. You know? But there is a split. There's a psychosis. So, you know. Then you gotta wade in the waters like a fucking black woman in a dress. You feel me?
Sub-Saharan Earth.
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean...
Are you wearing the casing of a pasteurized product as a ring?
I actually don't know where this came from, probably from that, but know that at some point, one of you guys said something lit, and I remembered wearing your rings when I was tripping, and I gotta say, this whole time I've been wearing this, I literally feel like the Grand Warlock, bro. This thing's fucking sick.
nice.
It actually had me thinking about, like, the whole, the realities as you created it, right? Like, this thing is just as powerful as, like, some brass motherfucker you find in the sands of Arabia.
I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Well, Michael, what you said was really valuable, and it's been 6 months.
Got him.
Resume? Were you like counting the minutes or something?
Of course he is. Look at him, bro. He's a fucking pork.
He's calculating the minutes.
Nah, you have to do it with these 2 fingers. That's how they do it in the anime.
No, but that's too smug. This is like dork.
Nah, but like, you know, actually no, they do it like this. They didn't even hit the middle of their glass. They didn't hit the sun. What touch you with?
No, see, that's like calculated because these are the 2 longest fingers, so it like is the least distant. It's the most efficient, you know. It's like nerd calculated.
Yeah, this is like the reflection. I'm trying to do like the reflection. Yeah. And it's been 6 months, and if you guys want to carry on, do me a favor and please just message in the Facebook chat when you are finished so that I'm able to consult the timing of the recordings appropriately.
Dude, I got you. I mean, like, I'm done too, dude. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I kind of would go on, but we got all fucking eternity to go on, so whatever the fuck.
That's true.
Yeah.
Artie, you're not going to sleep.
No.
Yeah, I feel you.
What are you gonna do?
Played Boblo.
I don't
Boblo.
know. I don't. And now kind of don't want to do it.
You do me a favor then. You don't want to do a thing?
I already knew where this was going, you fucking party animal.
1, 4, 2 is the equation of your breath. You breathe in for a portion of 1, you hold for a portion of 4, you exhale for a portion of 2.
Damn, I hate doing that. Don't you want to breathe more than don't you want to inhale more than exhale?
No, in fact, exhalation is the most potent tool of the breath. Exhalation is where the body creates its own vibration. It's the most powerful vibration. It's also the way you excrete waste in the form of carbon.
Dioxide, mind you.
Damn, that's crazy. We really do be breathing and shit. That's crazy. I just breathed a little bit. Oh, like that. That's crazy.
It is great.
1, 4, 2?
Yeah. No,
What
the
does
exhale,
do that?
the exhale is definitely the most potent portion of the breath, for sure.
But so I'm gonna just sit there and 1, 4, 2? Like
One,
a
two.
mathematician?
1, 4, 2. You inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 12 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds.
Oh,
And then-
Inhale for 5 seconds.
breath for 12 seconds.
You can't hold it up for 12 fucking seconds, it's strong.
And then
That just sounds like mad work.
for every cycle, you have to push your glasses up after every cycle.
This thing just said breathing is work, what can you do? Yeah, alright, it's too much for you, it's too much for you out there. Tell you what,
No.
do it 1, 3. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3,
No, I was kidding, James. No, I will uphold the divine standard, James. No.
So you
please don't
breathe
put
in?
me time out. Please let me go to the birthday party, Mr. Wagner. Please.
So you breathe in right immediately after you breathe out. You don't hold it any amount.
You hold it for the portion of 4 compared to the inhalation portion of 1.
No, he's saying after the exhalation, you inhale immediately.
Well, usually if you exhale everything from your lungs, if you exhale,
You're gonna want to inhale.
Yeah.
you're gonna want to inhale it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty uncomfortable. Although, if it's uncomfortable, that probably just means that my
Yeah,
brain
just
take a fuck.
just you should have gone off or I don't know, I'm certainly there. Also, one fun thing to pay attention to the process, how much of a innate reaction we have to just breathe in immediately once we let all our breath go. But you will survive, regardless of if you breathe in immediately or 2 seconds later.
I like that
I
you said
also
that.
found that funny.
That was funny.
Survive really gave it a kick.
Like he's trying to convince us, but it's like funny, but it's true too. I like
Take
it.
your impending doom.
Yeah.
Breathe air. You don't need a vape.
It was like somebody would take that statement to be condescending, but it just sounded so matter of fact that it's like you genuinely are trying to convince us that we will survive for not holding our breath for 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was no like tone of condescension. It was just like, yeah,
Just matter of fact.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, alright, I'll give it a free trial run.
Great.
Breathing. Every time James reminds me. Sorry.
No, I just said that's the best part. You can free trial it all you want. There's no subscription plan later.
Nice. Dude, every time James reminds me of the breathing, I'm just like, damn, that's just lit, and then I forget, and I'm stupid again. Oh no. I'm like, every time you remind me, I'm like, damn, it's just lit. No, exhaling is like good. Exhaling is the breath of relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it. I felt just now. You said it
I mean,
produces
you
the
literally
body's
become lighter when
vibration.
you breathe.
Yeah, that's true too, right?
And Dexter.
It's like when people are like, and then they're like, breath is like, exhaling is, I got that from Alan Watts many years ago. And it's like, yeah, exhaling is the breath of relaxation.
Oh, did you see it? Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I like that when you exhale, you quite literally become lighter and denser. It's like when you think of an ideal material in terms of like building something or just general robustness, you would want it to be as light and therefore less cumbersome as possible. However, have as much like power to withhold whatever. Which you technically become denser when you exhale, right? Because air is very non-dense.
Right, that's true. Later and that's not cool. That's cool. Okay, thanks.
Like a rock, you literally become like a free floating rock.
I like that. I like that. The only reason that like I find so much trouble in holding my breath for a first before is literally because when I get that nice even inhale, I'm just so excited to exhale again that like I don't want to wait for it, you know. It's just like it's just that good. It really is just that good.
Do I have to fill my lungs all the way?
Probably like it to a point where it's relaxing.
Yeah, because it's either you either have to breathe. It's hard to find like in any kind of scheme of how of like let's say in this case 142. It's hard to find a good middle ground where you don't have to inhale too forcefully and at the same time drag out your exhalation for too long.
So how the pattern works ideally is that when you're inhaling, you're describing the path upward of your spine. So whichever way you're able to assume an even keel there, you don't want to slow your breath down to increase the time. You just want to do it naturally. And yeah, ideally you would breathe to full because the whole point of holding your breath is to absorb the oxygen. So you want to be able to maximize each breath. Yeah.
Damn, breathing's fucking crazy, dude. We should all just breathe all the time. The fuck? What's wrong with us? We're so stupid.
Next year.
Did you know, on average, you will breathe at between 19,000 to 25,000 times a day?
I thought you were gonna say like an hour or something. Actually, it's pretty absurd.
I thought that figure was already insanely ridiculous. Think about that. You can't even count to 25,000 in your fucking mind. And you do that every single day without fail. And how many of those breaths do you do consciously without that? And think about if you did every single one of those breaths consciously.
You'd be fucking smoking crack, bro. If you took every breath consciously for 16 hours straight, just breathe.
That's about 20,000 breaths that you don't do consciously.
You know, guys?
20,000 times you fail to be at your center a day.
You know, guys? I did that before. In Hunter.
The whole day?
No, like weeks. Literally, I was practicing the fucking Yogi Complete Breath, and I fucking did that like all the time.
That's amazing.
Literally
Yeah,
nonstop.
I remember this.
And that shit eventually merges like your conscious and your subconscious. Like it does. Like it
Yep.
breathing becomes like a semi-conscious, semi-unconscious process.
Right, you have to bring it back to the consciousness, and then once you recalibrate the frequency at which you inhale and exhale, it starts to reassemble back into your unconscious. I can see that.
It's like always kind of in your conscience. It's like you're always kind of doing it consciously, but also unconsciously.
No, that's actually a great way to visualize. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just it really does make it. It makes it neither a conscious nor an unconscious activity fully. Just yeah.
Say that one more time.
Just got me so erect, dog.
Michael, say that again. I also want to be erect at the slumber party.
My erect boy. After a while of focusing on your breath, it becomes neither a fully conscious or a fully unconscious activity.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I did it for like weeks, and then I just stopped.
That Homo erectus.
I remember
Yeah,
chilling
it's-
with Finn.
It's a really good way of putting it. Sorry, I just want to jump in on
No,
that. Like that. You know, because the like a conscious breath is a conscious breath, and breath naturally is an unconscious activity. So when you are merging a conscious activity into an unconscious method, you are quite literally merging the conscious and the unconscious. It is the bridge between the depth of your mind. And think about like after that, you can then consciously, like if you master that, then you can consciously control your temperature, consciously control your heart rate, consciously control your thoughts. What an amazing idea.
Yeah, fucking A. Fucking breathing. Fuck vapes. Breathing only.
No, dude, that's why I'm so intent on quitting all the time. It's just so valuable. It's so valuable when you think about it. Like, why would you ever leave?
You're well connected in that. Yeah, no, because it's literally like just breathing feels better than vaping. And it's like, doesn't kill you. It heals you.
The only reason I'm vaping now is because I'm focusing on my studies, so like, I'm literally just not focusing like that, you know?
So take a hit of it, bro. If you ever need that rush, just.
I do, dude. When I feel like a little sleepy, or a little tired, I just give myself some good goddamn rest, and like, I'm right back at it, baby.
You could even snort it. You could rail it.
You know, like, think about it. Think about, like, what's the first thing you wake up in the morning to bring yourself into life?
Open my eyes.
No, thank you. Fuck hard. Actually,
Fucking got his ass.
that's cool. And that's another conscious and unconscious activity. You breathe. It's the first thing you do. You take one good deep breath.
Oh, it did do that when you wake up, huh?
Yeah.
What?
What you do.
Go
Open
like,
your eyes.
And the best way to induce sleep on yourself, the best way to induce sleep is to take really gentle, shallow breaths.
Alright, this guy's a lung doctor.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, when you breathe, if you breathe deep while you're trying to fall asleep, your heart starts going faster, and it's like, the fuck? I can't sleep with
Yeah,
this.
you can't fucking sleep like that. You can't sleep like that because oxygen makes you buzz. You know, I was reminded of the value of my breath, Michael, in this story. It was funny when I was like really angry in the car. It was so fired. It was so fired, and I just took like a couple like deep breaths.
Fired?
It was fired up, and I could feel.
Oh, I thought you sounded like you got fired.
I could feel the element of heat, like heat leaving my body, you know, and like cooling the fire down.
That's sick.
And you just like feel your breath. It's so hot. So when you let go of that heat, you're letting go of things like inflammation. You know, you're letting go of all this carbon dioxide, those radicals being pushed out through your breath. It's an incredible detoxification, dude.
Oh, it's for real. No, I feel it. No, when you said it's it makes its own vibration on that exhale, I felt it. I felt it. Real good.
Yeah, and I think about like, you know, we make vibrations in our throat by speaking, right? And the only way to speak is by exhaling.
Right. Right. Especially when you put your arms up, I feel in my arms so much. It's like,
Is it?
you just get them.
Oh yeah, that's another great point. You can breathe into every part of your body, and not just parts of your body. You can breathe into parts of your mind, parts of your thoughts. You can breathe into ideas.
How?
Breathe into things outside of you by consciously placing your awareness there. You place your awareness there and you breathe on it, well, it's everything.
No, it's
That's
dead ass.
just-
It's honestly like everything, kind of. But fuck baby.
if you sat and breathed consciously, you probably not eat for the rest of your life and have no problems.
You could probably not what?
Probably not eat for the rest of your life and have 0 problems.
Yeah, probably. Like in a
Yeah,
forest
something
or
like-
something.
Maybe just stare into the sun as well. You probably have to do that too. But, yeah.
Breathing's awesome. Breathing forever.
Forever.
Forever. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and you said inflammation. You said inflammation. I can't say inflammation normally anymore. Every time I hear it, I think I say inflammation. Did I ever say this before?
What was the question? Did I ever what?
Did I ever say this before?
No.
that voice?
Are you just saying without the L, or is it the inflection?
No, it's the I just say inflammation.
No, I don't do that.
Originally, the word was liquidation. I don't know. I just during the crypto time, I just remember that word, and I was like, I just said that one time, and I'm like, damn, I like that shit. And then it's also a move in Pokemon, so every time I clicked it, I was like, liquidation.
There's a word that James always says funny, and I always think to myself, wow, that's funny how he says that. And I always think about bringing it up, but it's always when you're in the middle of a train.
What's the word?
I think it's Dan.
Van.
He says rather than or something. Maybe that's not the right word.
I
But it's
feel
one of
you.
those- It's a 4-letter word with an A in it, and he always like exaggerates the A.
I feel you. Because you spell it differently depending on if it's that then or than. But you say it the same. But I guess he likes to say the A.
I don't believe because I think my pronunciation is rather perfect.
Rather perfect. Am I right?
Dude, you don't have your glasses on. You can't say that.
I'm pretty sure it's Dan. You say Dan. I think that's what it is. You say rather than.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
I think James does say that, actually. Now that you mention it, kind of sounds like that's right, my dude.
that's it's a grammatic, so it doesn't necessarily have to be one way or the other.
Oh my god, bro. Take the glasses off, James, while we still have some respect for you. Before you get kicked out of the Blake League pod.
Sorry, I just gave you the greatest gift of all time.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, you remind me all the time of that, and I'm like, damn, this shit's lit, dude. The fuck? We're so stupid. We're so stupid. Just forget to breathe and shit, or you gotta vape all the time for like an idiot.
Seriously.
It's really
I
just
think
because
about
it's
the
main.
time.
Huh?
Hmm?
I was gonna say it's really just because it's maintaining a certain level of consciousness. It's maintaining a dulled out consciousness by vaping, and there's comfort in that. Whereas with breathing, you gotta be alive. And like, now you're here, buddy. Now you're really in this shit. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to be in this shit when you got a bunch of shit inside of you.
Well, that's cool.
Or like there's a reluctance to be in it. Because you'd rather be numbed out and not feel it as much. Or feel parts of it, but maybe not all of it.
Reluctance, absolutely, there's reluctance, especially when you're in like severe emotional states. And that really goes to demonstrate just like the difference between being centered and being not. Because when you're in that emotional state, you literally don't want to be. Like,
I don't know. Emotional AF. If I remember, then I'm very happy to breathe. That's kind of the only time I do breathe, actually. But
good point.
if I'm just chilling, and there's not really any problems, or I'm just like lightly fucked up off of some retarded energy inside of me, some paranoid bullshit, for example, or just some sad for no reason bullshit, I tend not to breathe, and I tend just to like stay in that.
I would attribute that as a severe emotional state.
No, but that's like 70% of my time alive, so it's like, by definition, it can't be defined as emotional.
The movie process, the severe states in general, the severe psychological states is really bad example.
Yeah, like if I'm about to cry, or if I just yelled at someone, breathing, I go to that pretty often, like damn shit, because then it's just like, okay, this is fucked up. What can you do to like make it not fucked up? You breathe and just sit there, right? But if I'm just chilling, or like halfway gay, then I'm like, kind of just forget, to be honest. Kind of just forget. Do a lot of observing of myself, but I don't like connect it with my breath actually that much. Which
So
is
if you guys want repair, I spent some money on Breath is Life program to help train conscious breathing into your mind all the time. I can share it with you.
You may.
you got a
I never-
password,
I never did.
or you never took it.
No, but I have it.
Lit. Well,
Maybe we can do it together.
you got a account.
And why don't we subscribe to Hustlers University
It's
instead?
just
So
a
we can join the
Andrew Tate breathes. No question.
He certainly doesn't need a vape.
Okay. That'll be good.
No, me too.
Dude, your resume is fucking.
He lied on his resume. Apprehend him now.
That's a 30-minute resume, actually. Exactly. It's a 30-minute resume.
Oh, also, I discovered a new way to crack my shoulders the other day, and it has just been an excellent service to increasing my shoulder mobility.
That's fine.
Nice, dude. Show us later.
I love you guys so much.
Love you too, dude. And love you, Artie. And love you, James.
Stay in
Love you, glasses.
Good night, Tosan.
We'll see you, dude.
See ya.
Congratulations, dude, for your achievement today.
I'm the last one to leave the birthday party. Yay.
Yay. Alright, no, but I'm going now.
Have a good night, man.
You too. Love you, buddy. I'll see you.